carry on. Open your heart, set your mind at ease. Live your life and you'll be free. We're gonna rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising, rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising,
Good afternoon, everybody, and hope everybody's well. Welcome to the Toon Review for this afternoon's Newcastle United versus Crystal Palace live watch-along with me and my best buddy, Billy Bob Coleman. We are expecting a very good game today. We'll come to the sides in just a moment, but usual rules apply for a watch-along today. It is subscriber only. If you do want to put a comment in, you do have to be subscribed to the channel. So as you can see, we're on 24,167 at the start here. Let's see what we can finish on today. So if you are new and you do enjoy the show, please come and join this Toon Review community. Fantastic bunch of people we've got in here. It's free to do so. And also hit that notification bell, which will let you know when we schedule any live shows or we upload any recorded ones. Also, you can become a member of the Toon Review if you hit that join button just underneath myself and Billy. And of course, you can super chat the channel, which two people already have very generously this afternoon, by hitting the $sign at the bottom of the live comments. That will also get your comment read out straight away, as well as being a massive help to the channel moving forward. You can still vote for us in the Football Content Awards. That is at the top of the description, just underneath us. And of course, as is Susan's channel, which has had a brilliant response, the Little Learners Hub. If you have any young family who are interested in learning about loads of stuff, click on that link there and head across and subscribe to Susan's channel. A lot of hard work has gone into that. Right, without further ado, Billy, let's take a look at Newcastle United's side. Actually, before we do that, we do have some super chats, which I need to mention. Optimal Forager, thank you very much for your 1,000 yen. That is very kind, my friend, out there in Japan. I hope you're doing well. And Truls, thank you for your 200 Norwegian krona. Incredibly kind. How are the lads? And finally, I could afford to super chat to the best channel on YouTube again. Thank you very much, Truls. Really do appreciate that, my friend. Right, here we go. This is how Newcastle line up this afternoon. We go with Nick Pope in goal, Kieran Trippier right back, Dan Burn left back, two centre-backs of Captain Lascelles and Fabian Schär, midfield three of Bruno Longstaff and the returning Joe Linton, and a front three of Jacob Murphy on the right, Gordon on the left, and the striker is Callum Wilson. On the substitutes bench this afternoon is Dubravka, Dummett, Tonali, Target, Isak, Hall, Livramento, Almiron, and Elliot Anderson. Billy, Tonali doesn't start, but he's on the bench. What do you make of the starting 11?
Yeah, it's very much as we predicted, isn't it? Once we realised that Joe Linton was fit to play, that's the exact side as we picked.
Yeah.
Myself, you and myself anyway. Joe Linton's the first name on the team sheet. If he's fit, ready to play, I think he comes straight in, and he has done. Miggy's escapades abroad, plus his little brush with the law yesterday. I think that's put him onto the bench, and so that's the predicted lineup. But I think that we kind of, me and you both predicted.
Yeah. Obviously, Tonali was the big one. Was he going to be in the squad or not? He's on the bench, Billy. He may take part in the game, of course, at a later stage. But for me, we've got a very good bench there. There's certainly some decent players that can come on and change the game for us. But the starting 11, very strong. And as you say, for me, Joe Linton is now, whether he's first on the team sheet. He's one of the names on the team sheet that goes first because of what he's done and because of what he gives the side. I know it's a little bit harsh on maybe Elliot Anderson. However, he's still very young. He's still very raw, and he's going to get lots of games this season. So it's not like he's not going to be playing again. It's just the fact that I think the temptation of Joe Linton coming back and being fully fit, Billy, was just too much for Eddie Howe to leave him out.
And he did a fantastic little piece on Football Focus earlier with Bruno. Did you see it?
Yes.
It was fantastic. You know, they love Newcastle. They love the city. They love the club.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to a good performance from both of them today. ably assisted by Mr. Longstaff in the midfield.
Indeed. I mean, he's a pivotal part, isn't he? He's a very, very pivotal cog in the middle of the pitch for us. And I think I'm looking forward to seeing how this side do today, because I think we've got to come out very strongly, very fast, and go at Palace from the off. This is how the visitors line up this afternoon. They go with Sam Johnson in goal. They've got Ward, Anderson, Guehi, Mitchell, Decore, Lerma, Hughes, Ayew, Mateta, and Edouard. So, Anderson's there. Good centre-backs, very good centre-backs. But I think, Billy, the one we're all looking forward to is Gordon going against Ward.
Yeah, I don't think Joe Ward's... He's managed to get a career in Premier League football, but doesn't really impress me whenever I've seen him. I think Gordon can certainly get him. They'll be competitive in the middle of the park, and they've got a bit of physical power up front and a little bit of pace, but not as much as usual. They're lacking a little bit of creativity with Eze and Elise both being out. But I think they'll be low block and compete in the middle of the park and hit us on the counter. It's pretty obvious what they're going to do, I think.
Yep, very much so. But Newcastle, it's up to us, Billy, isn't it, to go at them from the off. We've got to dictate the pace of this game and not let Palace dictate it, because we know how Palace played the low block against Newcastle United. Have done it in the past. I'm sure Roy Hodgson will probably think the same thing today and say, just stifle them. We will get opportunities in the game at some point. Just don't concede early.
Yeah, I think their aim is to keep the crowd quiet. That's what their aim will be. It'll be low block and see how long they can hang on for. But I just think this year, with the pace of Gordon, to me, he's been one of the best players in the Premier League this year.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think if he can get on the ball often, I think that'll be fruitful for us. I think Wilson will get lots of service today. And I think we'll beat them. As I say, I said in the predictions 2-0 convincingly, easy peasy. I haven't changed my mind from that, to be honest.
I think I said 3, but 2 or 3 will do me as well, Billy. John Joe, thank you for your $1.99 super chat. He says, big up to Susan and her channel. Good luck to her. Thank you, John Joe. Very kind. And Ian Skinner, welcome to Members Club. But I think that might be a repurchase. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't tell me if it is or not. But Ian, thanks for your continued support, my man. Very, very kind. Let's see what's going on in the chat, shall we, and get people's opinions on this. Ian says he loves watching the game with his TTR family. Thank you very much, Ian. Reckon we're in for a cracking game today. I hope so, because Palace aren't this boring side that they used to be, Billy. In Roy Hodgson, it was credit. He's come in there, taken over from Vieira, and he has turned things around for them.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's the most entertaining football to watch, though. I mean, when they're at home, I guess it's different, but away from home, they do definitely play with a low block.
Yeah.
They got to play with Man United. They beat them with a low block set piece. Oh, that's what they're going to be dangerous from, set pieces. Don't want to be conceding too many corners and throw-ins. However, with the Sal's and Share at the back, hopefully as solid as usual. I think we can keep a clean sheet today.
Yeah. Sledge reckons that Botman is ready. A bet for Dortmund. Well, we don't know. I mean, Eddie, like we said yesterday, very, very strange comments from Eddie regarding Sven Botman in the press conference yesterday. He was very kind of dismissive of it at all. Just said he's had a good 2 weeks, and that was it. No more was said.
Yeah, surprised on the bench, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I would have thought maybe get 15, 20 minutes at the end. King Hoddle, our resident Spurs fan, says that Palace side looks distinctly underwhelming. Let's hope so. Russell Fox is interesting what Paul Merson said about Tonali, saying Newcastle are being punished due to Tonali betting at Milan. Yeah, and I think that, again, that's what's upset most of the Newcastle fans the most. We will definitely stick by Tonali and put the arm around him, as Eddie said, and we'll back our manager with that. But it's the flip side of that is we get punished by losing a player because it was something that was done at Milan. It's really harsh. Edward Gaunt, thank you very much for 1,000 yen. Again, thank you very much. A win today and no more injuries will do for me. Indeed. Let's have a look. Julie J, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Jay Devlin. Russell Fox is going with a 3-0 win. What a week to come. I mean, yes, it's a huge week, Billy. Obviously, Champions League again. And then, of course, we go to Wolves. So it's 3 very, very, I would say, winnable games. I've seen Dortmund a couple of times this season. I do think we can beat Dortmund. Certainly, it's in James's Park. And again, at Molineux, Wolves are a very strange side this season. That they'll lose games that they should be winning, and then they'll win games that you wouldn't expect them to. So it's a very big 3 games, this, Billy. So again, squad rotation is going to be important.
Yeah, I watched Dortmund last night. Very uninspiring. They were very
Yeah.
fortunate to get a 1-0 win. They did rest a couple of players' mind, but still, yeah, I've got no fear about Dortmund. I've got no fear about today's game. It's the Bruno suspension that's worrying me. Do we need him to get out of the way now before we play Arsenal and people like that? Because if we play Arsenal without a 6, I think we're going to be in for some trouble. But if we take a booking today and perhaps get him suspended for next week for the Wolves game, I don't know. Can he go through all the way to Arsenal without getting booked? It's a massive question for me. I don't think he can.
Yeah, and that's the thing, isn't it? But it's also, if Tonali's suspension comes through next week,
exactly,
where do we go with a number 6? Exactly. So, but I guess Eddie will be planning for all case scenarios. I think he won't press the panic button. He'll do what Eddie does best: just stay cool, calm, and collective, and then do what he has to do come the game. Liverpool won the derby today, 1-0. I think it was. Terrible game, Billy. Honestly, a really poor game. Of course, Ashley Young sent off in the first half for, two tackles, but very uninspiring. And I think, for me, Everton have got no firepower. Calvert-Lewin's just not the player he was. He was decent, but those injuries seem to have taken toll. But Carl says CBS Arena is hosting the Rubik's World Championship today, Billy. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Of course, just along the road from you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Indeed. Right, let's have a look. Billy's favourite words are low block this season. Yeah, it is, because lots of teams now come to St James's Park and play the low block because they want to do everything they can to stop Newcastle running riot. And, that's not going to change. Jan's going 3-1 to the Toon. I assume Paul has not returned to training yet. I don't understand that. Anthony Gordon, look out. Indeed. Jay Devlin says, I like Palace, actually, but I do fancy us today. Indeed. But I think, look, Roy Hodgson will have planned for this game. He'll have looked at the previous games that we've played against Palace over the last couple of years, Billy, and he's, like you said, he's a wily old fox, and he knows what he's doing. Yeah,
he's been around the block millions of times, hasn't he? He's managed in all over the world. He's managed his country. He's managed Switzerland. He's an experienced old head. Probably too old for this job at the moment, but he seems to enjoy it. He keeps coming back, and he'll be planned for today. He'll have planned for today, despite not having his 2 best players in the side. I think he's come for a point. I really do. I think he's going to come with try and hold what he's got at the moment, which is 0-0, and see where it goes. But set pieces again, that's where they'll be looking to score from. Keep saying it. Anderson scored against Man United. A nice volley, actually. It was a nice finish. Not a typical centre-half goal. But they are very dangerous from set pieces.
Indeed. 15 minutes away from kickoff, guys. So usual rules apply to the watch-along. If you are watching it somewhere, please don't put any spoilers in the chat. That's why we make it all subscriber only, because if you want to be a subscriber to the channel, we take it that you'll respect the rules. So please, no spoilers in the chat. If you want to wait till we've kicked off on ours, then just hit the pause button if you kick off before us, and then I'll say, right, we're underway, and then just press play with yourselves, and then you can watch it simultaneously with ourselves. Or if you haven't got, obviously that's why I say it, no spoilers, because people obviously can't watch the game and like to listen to the commentary and don't want any spoilers coming in. So please do respect the rules. We don't want to have to chuck anyone out. It's just silly, especially if you're all subscribers, of course. But if you are new, please do subscribe to the channel if you like what you see. John Bruce says, just watched with Sky Sports with Paul Merson talking. Wow, please, anyone watch what he has to say about this problem. Full respect to him for what he came out with. I haven't seen it, but what I will say is, look, as much as Paul Merson does my head in sometimes with his comments. I mean, he's been through the mill with addictions, and I think out of everybody, he's possibly one that can speak from exactly what he's been through and what Tonali faces ahead. But I will watch it at some point. But it's he has been through it all, Billy.
Yeah, if there's one thing that Paul Merson can speak about, and you think he'd be able to speak about football, having played for so many years he did, but he doesn't seem to know anything about that. But the addiction side, drink and gambling and cocaine, he's had all three, and he's came through it in flying colours, really. And he's very experienced, and he's matters, and he speaks very well of it, actually. And what he said on Soccer Saturday today was pretty much what I'm thinking. He is saying that the only victim two victims are Tonali and Newcastle United. Well, Tonali committed the thing. He should be a victim. However, Newcastle United are total innocent parties, and they're going to get punished for it. And he didn't call Tonali a guilty party as such. It's an illness, and they can find out if he's an addict or not. So the tests will be going on. If he is an addict, I think he thinks he needs treating rather than punishing, which is fair comment, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, look, what I've seen on Twitter, Tonali walking into the stadium, shook hands with everybody and had a little smile. But he does look, if anybody can look stressed or anxious, he's got a lot on his plate at the minute, but we do wish him the best. Keith says, I want to hear a huge roar if Sandro comes on. No matter what has happened, he's still black and white, and we should all support him to the hilt 2-0 today. I don't think that's going to be an issue, Keith. I think if Tonali comes on, he will get a massive reception, and he'll feel the Geordie love, Billy, won't he? The Newcastle fans will back him and follow the manager's lead, basically.
I imagine if he's been out for warm-up, the crowd will have been behind him. They're going to be. I think they're going to be behind him for the whole game. I think his name will be sung constantly. Yeah. Of course, we won't hear it because we have the volume off. But I think that's what's going to happen. I think the Newcastle United faithful will certainly get behind him because he's a massive favourite, isn't he? So he's one of ours. We've got to support him. I know I've been vociferous and critical of what he's done. However, he is one of ours, and I'll look after him and keep him. In my thoughts as long as we can, really, because he's our player.
Michael Burge says, Billy keeps talking about the low block. Call me thick, but I don't know what it means. Billy, just explain.
11 men behind the ball, basically.
Yeah. So it's very low on their side of the pitch, very low, keep things tight, and don't really break out unless they have a really good opportunity to just... It's a bit like parking the bus, I guess, but not Jose Mourinho standard.
That's the old-fashioned parlance, isn't it? Parking the bus. Yeah. Basically, they'll let us have the ball. They'll probably defend as a block in their own half. We'll have the ball until a certain point, and then they'll start trying to get the ball back. But
Colin says 1-0 to us after we've hit the woodwork 4 times, and their keeper has a blinder. Let's just hope VAR aren't involved much today. Pray to God. John says, I wonder if Klopp will moan this week after assists by VAR and the ref. Andrew says, no sense punishing Tonali. It's an illness, and banning him only serves to remove the only constant he has, which is football. Absolute nonsense. Andrew, I think you're in the minority, mate. He knew the rules. That's the thing. Whether it's an addiction or not, they know the rules. I was listening to the radio this morning, and they were explaining that all the football FAs go into the different teams before the start of the season, and they let them know the laws, so they are stipulated in layman's terms to them, so they know exactly what the laws are. And whether you agree with it or not, Tonali knew the laws, but he still broke them, and he will be punished. So on the flip side, of course, we hope he gets sorted with the addiction, but a ban is coming, 100%. Bruno should take the book in today to get it out of the way. I actually agree with that, Billy. I'd rather him miss the Wolves game than any other, to be honest.
Yeah, with the ones coming up, the Wolves one seems to be the one where we could afford to not have Bruno playing. It's a strategic yellow card, should we say. Maybe he'll pull his shirt off after he scored his 5th goal.
Yeah. Interesting. Loaded with cold, fancy a win today, says Mr. Reactions.
Get better soon, Mark.
Indeed. Is that an excuse for not coming on the fan show last night? Palace and Dortmund won't know what's hit them. Yes, they will. Liverpool won 2-0 apparently. Well, they must have scored after.
Salah scored the 97th minute.
Yeah, well, there you go. I don't really care. Problem for Tonali, if he gets a long ban, as a club, NUFC will have moved on long before his ban is over. We're not going to sit around and wait for him to get back. If he's contracted the club, I think they will wait. They will bring him back when they feel necessary.
I had a little thought actually earlier, and if they do find out, the Italian authorities, if Milan knew something about it, would they be kind of loath to give him a big ban to try and soften the blow a little bit? Just they don't want Milan, because if he gets a massive ban, obviously Newcastle United are going to go after Milan trying to find out if they knew. If they give him like a 4, 5, 6 months, 7 month ban, for instance, I don't think Newcastle United would actually go after Milan, and maybe it would keep it under the covers a bit.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, it all depends on the ban, doesn't
They
it?
they are corrupt, aren't they, the Italians? Christ.
I mean, that's been proved over many, many years, Billy. I just think, whatever I'd rather the ban we were told what the ban is going to be, serve him his ban, and then let's go from there, rather than drag it out. Paul says, I meant you're still not back at St. James's Park, Paul, still not feeling well enough. Well, I did go to the Paris game, but with the weather being like it is, I've got to watch what I'm doing. Obviously, with having Parkinson's and it, being cold, wet, it brings the symptoms on a lot. I've got to be careful, unfortunately. But I've accepted that's part of the illness. So, next best thing is obviously doing the commentary with Billy. I really enjoyed this as well. So, unfortunately not there today, but I will be on Wednesday. Fingers crossed that my health is okay. Keith Dites, thank you for gifting another 5 memberships. Incredible gesture. Thank you so much, Keith. You are an absolute legend. So thank you very much. And I haven't got the feed up in front of us who got the free month gifts, but congratulations, guys, whoever you are. And thank you again to Keith. Delta Force says, I don't like these unusual 3 o'clock kickoffs. 2-2 today, I think, says Delta Force. Simon says it's been a bumpy week for the lads, and NUFC Palace are rarely classics, so I'll take a 1-0. Yeah, we haven't. I don't recall a classic against Crystal Palace ever, Billy.
I can remember they have a history of keepers coming and performing out of the skin. I mean, Goetz did last year, didn't he?
Yeah, he
did. Who can never forget the chap with the pajamas years ago? Was it Corrali or what was his name? Remember the pajama bottoms? One of the tracky bottoms used to wear. Always used to wear tracky bottoms.
Oh,
was it Corrali or something like that?
Yeah, I know who you mean.
It was crap 99% at the time, but it came to
St. James's Park. It's St. James's Park. It
was the game Lombardo scored.
Mm-hmm.
He kept us out from everywhere, unbelievably.
Yeah. Well, think of the guys down under, morning 3 a.m. kickoff here in New Zealand. Great to have Premiership football back. Well, welcome, Shian, and I hope your early morning is worth it, my friend. We are 6 minutes away from kickoff. I'll be getting my feed up shortly, Billy, and then we'll see where we are.
Yeah.
Are we using the same one today, aren't we? So we should be alongside each other. Cowgate says, I've been telling people all day Palace will play low block defence. Where on earth did that come from? Well, Billy Tray, probably.
No, I think it come from Stato, actually.
Well, there's a surprise. He probably plays that on Football Manager, doesn't he? He probably plays the low block. Ian says Eddie's NUFC is the laxative for the low block. Yeah. It's unlikely to be a high-scoring game, probably 1-0 or 0-0. Clarky, come on. Let's have positivity. We don't want to go down this route again. Look, it's very important we get 3 points, obviously. And it will be one of those tough games. But if we score first, I have a feeling we can absolutely bury them. I think that's going to be the important thing. It's clean to see that King Huddle doesn't like Merson. Obvious reasons. Chris fancies Trippier to score today with a 2-0. And we've had another 5 memberships gifted by Jock. Jock Barr, thank you very much for gifting another 5 memberships. So there's another 5 of yous are going to be gifted memberships. Whoever you are, congratulations. And a massive thank you again, Jock. Incredible generosity. It really is. Thank you so much. I mean, what are you hoping for in this game, Billy? What's your main hope? 3
points. Simple as that. 3 points. And anything on top of that's a bonus. Well, of course, we'd like to see 4, 5, 6 goals rolling in.
Yeah.
Chance to hear the music. I can see it on Sky Sports now. The flags are out in not as much force as usual.
I don't think they're having a very big. I think they're saving it for Wednesday, aren't they?
Because of the weather. The weather's wrecked.
Yeah, the weather's terrible. Yeah.
But there is still a little bit of a display, but the Palace fans will be thinking, the display's better than that. Because they, for some reason, think they're really top fans, and they usually come up on a skateboard, don't they? So.
Yeah, I mean, look, Palace fans are very vociferous at home, but their away support, from what I've seen when they've come to St. James's Park, is as poor as it comes. Last year in the Carabao, it was just, it was hilarious, really. The amount of fans that they had. Well, we know we fill out away ends, whether it be Carabao. I mean, how many we sold for the Carabao in at Man United? 8,000, I think it is.
Sold out, yeah.
Incredible. Wow, another 5 gifts. Mary, thank you so much. That is incredibly generous, Mary. Thank you. She's gifted another 5 memberships. So another 5 of you will get memberships for a month, and then it is up to you if you want to continue them. But thank you very much, Mary. Incredible generosity again. Wow, I don't think we've had that before when 3 different people have gifted memberships in one show. But as usual, super chats are available as well, guys. If you hit the $ at the bottom of the live comments, you will be donating to the channel to help us with equipment and such like, and it will be going to very good use. And of course, don't forget to keep voting in the Football Content Awards, and do subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let's see what we can finish on this afternoon. We really do want to finish as high as we can on the subscribers again as we head towards a 250,000, Billy. That's incredible, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It really is. A small town, or a large town, actually. 25,000 people.
Yeah, indeed. Right, I'm currently looking at the Newcastle side, Billy, with the 3 up front.
Me too, yeah.
All right, okay, so we're pretty much in tandem there. So we've got 2 minutes to kick off. The players are on the pitch, ready to rock, and hopefully we will be rocking. So again, just to remind everybody, you do have to be a subscriber if you do want to comment on the game today. But please, those of you that are subscribed, please do not put any spoilers in the chat. Wait till me and Billy have commentated on the game, and then we can talk about it in the chat. That's for people that obviously aren't watching the game anywhere and rely on us to bring them all the action, and they prefer to listen to the commentary rather than see somebody in the chat spoil it for everybody. So please don't, or the mods will remove you, and we really don't want that. So that's why we put subscriber only on the watch-alongs. So please respect everybody else is all I'm saying. Thank you very much. Now then, we're just looking at the bench, and of course it's focused on a certain Sandro Tonali, Billy.
Yeah, we can't hear what's going on, but
no, he's looking very
pensive, I think the word is.
Yes, I'd go with pensive, Billy. Indeed, I'd go with pensive. Wow, another 5 gifts from Trolls. Thank you so much, Trolls. That is incredibly generous. Another 5. Wow, that's 20 people being gifted memberships this afternoon. Incredible generosity from our 4 of our major subscribers to the channel. We've also got a new member, Gillian Watson. Welcome to Members Club. Thank you very much for signing up, and welcome to the family, Gillian. Thank you so much. And a big shout out to Lincoln, who is home again, obviously playing for the under-10s, who we sponsor. Lincoln is out of hospital. He's back home now and recuperating after a nasty chest infection, and hopefully we'll be back on the pitch very, very soon. So keep fighting, Lincoln, and we'll see you on that pitch very, very soon. Newcastle are going to be kicking left to right in the first half. So Palace have changed that around. Obviously, they won the toss there.
Yeah.
And I think another
shithouse trick, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Obviously, Newcastle going down the hill in the first half, and if you don't know what I mean, there is a slight slope on the St James's Park pitch, which you can quite clearly see there, Billy. As we look at the camera, it's
indeed, yeah.
If you look at the advertising boards behind on the side of the pitch there, you can see how some of them are hidden on the left-hand side, and as it gets further to the right-hand side down the slope, you can actually see that. I believe there's a minute's silence going on the pitch at the minute. I'm not sure what that's for. It could be for the conflict. Yeah. But that will be coming to an end very, very shortly. Looks like it's been impeccably observed again by the Newcastle United supporters, as usual.
Palestine. It's weird, isn't it?
Palestine? Oh, indeed, yes. I never thought of that.
No.
Rachel Pedley, thank you for your $1.99 super chat. That is so kind. Thank you so much for your support. Really, really do appreciate that. That is very, very kind. Billy, if you were a footballer for Newcastle, what position would you play? Says Subscribe 22.
Oh, centre forward, of course.
Well, of course, yeah. I'd be a goalkeeper for the pure fact that, I was a goalkeeper. So I like to play in goal. as they say. Right, we're ready for kickoff. I'm just going to put us onto the normal screen there so you can see the score, and we will be underway very, very shortly. Sean Longstaff is going to take the kickoff. Newcastle, of course, going from left to right in the first half, which is very, very different for us watching Newcastle as they do take the knee. And we are just getting ready. Referee blows his whistle. We're underway for the first half at St. James's Park. Here we go. Newcastle, as I say, kicking from left to right in the first half, and immediately Palace get a throw in. Jock, thank you very much for membership for 8 months. Of course, just gifted those. Didn't go out last night, so my beer tokens are well spent on here. Thank you very much, Jock. Much appreciated, my friend. Right, well, at the moment, it's back with centre-back Anderson for Palace. He launches one long up the pitch, and Dan Byrne is just going to let that run out for a throw-in. The referee, by the way, is Tim Robinson. Never heard of him very much, Billy. Tim Robinson?
No, he's very. I think we've never won with him in charge anyway, and that's even with championship games.
Well, thank you very much for giving me that information, Billy. That holds me in so much confidence now.
six games, apparently.
Newcastle breaking down the right-hand side now. Trippier plays a nice ball down the line to Murphy. Is Murphy going to get there? No, Mark Way. He cuts it out. Very, very good defending, of course, from the England centre-back. But a good move there, Billy. Good, good pace from Murphy.
Yeah, lovely give and go from Murphy. Great ball from Trippier. Just at Gahey's pace, got him across there and covered it nicely, didn't he?
But we do have a corner, and the pitch looks a bit patchy, Billy, with all that rain. I know it's got the undersoil heating and everything and the drainage, but it does look a bit patchy. As Trippier takes a short one to Anthony Gordon, plays it back to Trippier. Then in comes the cross, and it's right across the face of goal, but unfortunately, nobody could get on the end of it for Newcastle United, and it's a Palace throw.
Different corner again,
actually,
wasn't
it might be a goal kick.
Is it offside? There's no offside there.
No, he's miles on, yeah. It was a good ball into the box. It just begged for someone. I'm really surprised Wilson wasn't in there, Billy, to throw himself at that. But
well, he got blocked out, didn't he, by two defenders? It was a zonal defending by the Palace defenders, kind of kept Wilson away from the ball.
Those are the kind of things that Wilson thrives on sometimes as well, though, isn't it? Loves getting in the physical side of it. Good header from Lascelles, towering above, and he's actually hurt himself. He's gone down. I think he's took a bang on the face. It was him and Edouard went in for the challenge. I think Lascelles is just taking a little few seconds there. Edouard took one in the back of the head. Purely accidental, of course. But Lascelles is back on his feet. And again, the cameras pan onto Tonali.
Got some beak, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, he's Italian, you know.
I guess so.
Trippier heads it away for Newcastle. Hughes in there for Crystal Palace. That's a big up and under from Jacob Murphy on his left peg. Not a great header, but a bit of head tennis going on here. Guehi battling again with Wilson, forwarded on by Hughes. And Ayew looking to break away for Crystal Palace. And Newcastle win the throw in. That's not Ayew. Who's that? Mateta, of course it is.
Oh,
Newcastle.
That's a lovely pass.
Oh, what a pass by Trippier across to Share. So calm, isn't he, when in a situation where he's being closed down. He is Dan Byrne.
Got to feed Gordon.
Yeah, I would have thought that as well.
Give him now.
Nice little turn by Big Joe. Outside now to Anthony Gordon on the left-hand side. Joe Linton's continued his run, but he slips it down the line for Dan Byrne. Byrne, who is certainly starting to make a lot more of those runs, Billy, down the left-hand side, overlapping Gordon.
Yeah, he's got the confidence to go forward now, hasn't he? I mean, against West Ham, he did some really creative stuff, so that's what
Indeed.
The confidence will be high, won't it?
Yeah. But this is what we mean about Crystal Palace now. They have every player behind the ball.
Yeah.
Even the front three are right behind. The Newcastle will press, they'll probe, long ball by Share, beautiful ball, lovely touch by Trippier onto Murphy. Murphy flicks it towards goal and has scored.
Get in there, you beauty!
But I do not care. It's 1-0, and that is brilliant. Scratch. Oh, it's offside.
Is it?
Bollocks.
That can't
Yes.
be offside. Well, they've got to look at this, surely.
Well, I don't think I never saw an offside there, Billy.
Let's have a look. Nope, that's not offside.
No, it's not offside. No chance in hell. That's got to be a goal.
This one here? No, it's not offside. No one God's earth.
There's no. I don't think Murphy meant that, Billy.
Yeah, that's a fluke.
I'll be astounded, but that's got to be a goal.
What is he flagging there for, though? Again, they're
That's
supposed to not flag for benefit of the doubt decisions and leave it to VAR. That's not offside. The man in the middle's playing Trippier on.
Yeah, so VAR have got to look at this. That is not offside. It isn't, Billy. It's truly not offside.
Absolutely not.
VAR. I mean, you can see there. That's not offside in a million years.
The bloke nearest him, there's one further back than him.
Yeah, there is. So I don't know what they're just looking at that angle for.
There you go.
There
you go.
It can't possibly be offside. Of course he's onside. Yes, it's a goal for Newcastle United. It's going to be confirmed shortly. Here we go, Jacob. Smile, mate. You've scored. It's still not given on the pitch yet. We're still waiting on the pitch. They've just said onside on VAR. Referee's going to blow his whistle. And a goal! Jacob Murphy! Here we go, guys. 1-0 to Newcastle. Scratch my back with a hacksaw. So there you go. Newcastle United 1-0 up. And Billy, I mean, we're seeing the goal again here now. Lovely ball from Fabian Schär out to Trippier, who was onside. You could see that for a mile. Beautiful touch. And Murphy, well, I'm thinking he's trying to
mean it or not.
Well, I mean, the more I see it, let's take a look from behind the goal.
No, he's trying to cross it.
His body language suggests it was a cross, but
you see where he's looking, can't you?
Yeah, the goalkeeper kind of knew, didn't he?
I don't know though.
Oh no, he's looking. And who gives a shit? He scored. That's the main thing.
Kieran Trippier's 10th assist of the season. I mean, we're only in how many games? It's ridiculous, isn't it?
But, I mean, Jacob Murphy is looking at the keeper all the time there, Billy.
Yeah, he is.
He's looking at the keeper.
And one thing now is Crystal Palace will have to come away from this low block.
Indeed, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're attacking straight away. Mateta pulls it back. Big chance. Murphy back there.
And no flag. There. That's a bad foul from Hughes.
Very late tackle by Will Hughes, who we do know likes to leave a foot in or two every now and again. But a good break from Palace and just a bit of a warning there, Billy.
No, he's not offside.
No, he's not. No. He's miles on.
Trippier's playing him on, but brilliant from Murphy. That's a terrible tackle from Hughes. And he's not giving it. He's given a corner for it.
He's given a corner as well. Wow.
Pathetic.
Astounding. It's going to be Will Hughes to take the corner. Palace looking to get straight back into the game. And a header comes in and just wide.
Yeah, the set-piece threat that I've been talking about. They've got some big lads on that side.
It was Mateta who got his head on it. And I think Nick Pope's body language there, Billy, said that, Christ, I'm pleased that missed the post because he wasn't getting there.
He wasn't, no. He wasn't. And, he was a couple of yards wide in the end. But very dangerous from set pieces. And this low block that Palace have started with has got to be abandoned now. And straight away, it almost paid dividends for him, didn't it? Yeah,
well, the one thing we were talking about, Billy, was getting that early goal. We've got it. And whether you think that he meant it or not, I mean, it's very difficult to say whether he meant it or not, because when you look at where he was looking for the ball, he was looking at the keeper. So if he has meant it, it's a stunning finish.
A couple of scores. Man City won up against Brighton Alvarez and Stoke won Sunderland 0.
And Newcastle basically crossing it in again. Wilson at the back post. It's a terrible defensive header.
Oh, dear me.
Yeah, but it's a throw in to Newcastle.
He might have hurt himself, actually.
Bloody hell, that was a thunderous tackle from the skipper, or the on-field. I can't call him skipper at the minute. But this ball in here, I'm not sure what the defender was doing, where he was trying to head that Joel Ward. He's headed it back across goal, and then a thunderous tackle.
He's hurt himself in the process. This is a problem.
Yeah, he's gone down.
I think he's okay.
He's telling Longstaff he's okay, just needs a bit of treatment, I think. No, he's getting up. Might have just took I think more of an impact injury, that, Billy, than any sort of muscular one.
Well, they're not trying to tackle again, have they? It looked dodgy at first, didn't it? But clearly feet on the ground and played the ball. Won the ball, played it off the Palace player, didn't he? And there's White looking a bit annoyed with himself. Kieran Trippier at the moment is talking to the physio, but not actually getting any. But for Palace, I'm trying to see who that is. Mitchell.
Mitchell, yeah, it is.
Let's see it now. Obviously, I've seen red cards given for that before.
Well, I think it was 50-50, Billy, if I'm honest, from what I saw
there. Where the studs are, though.
Well,
he's not made contact, mind, does he? And it's all you know, he's trying to play the ball, I guess.
Yeah, and I think, to be fair, it's probably impact on both players there. As Eddie comes out and has a little chat with Jason Tyndall. Eddie once again looks very focused, not letting anything rattle him at the moment. Trippier is okay, by the way, because he's just stretching, but he's got the ball. Mitchell, on the other hand, not came out of that a little bit the worst. Kira, thank you very much for your $4.99 super chat. He says the mighty Daniil sits on his throne with your commentary on the TV soundbar. Thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate that. As a throw-in will now be Newcastle's with Trippier, who, thunderous tackle, it was fair to say, throws it back to captain Jamal Lascelles into Fabian Schär, who played that beautiful ball. Let's not take away the quality of that pass that he found Trippier with for the goal, Billy.
No, it was a fantastic ball, wasn't it? And a fantastic first touch volley pass into Murphy's path.
Yeah.
And I think he meant that chip now, you know.
And Newcastle coming back again as Trippier tries to float one into the box. Bruno, brilliant control as usual from the Brazilian. Gets it back to Fabian Schär. Schär again finds Trippier on the right-hand side. Definitely targeting this side early doors. Murphy.
What ball that is.
What a ball that is. I thought he didn't get the whip on it initially. And the ball bouncing around now in the penalty area. Everybody seems to be going for it. And Newcastle win a corner. I mean, that ball by Murphy, Billy, looked as if it was just, he tried to curl it in, but then didn't get and then it sort of last 5 yards curled back towards the striker.
Yeah, it was the area you put it into, wasn't it? And it was a perfect way. And I tell you what, Fabian Schär's got his range today as well, hasn't he? So that's two fantastic passes. Yeah. Sunderland have equalised at Stoke, by the way.
Brilliant. I'm so happy about that. Anyway, Trippier now with the corner for Newcastle United. 1-0 up thanks to Jacob Murphy's goal in the 4th minute. In comes it's a deeper one this time, looking for the big Joe there.
Oh, they've run it. No, he ain't.
Gordon manages to recover from a bit of a dodgy touch, a little flick by Bruno. Newcastle, well, that was slick. And the winner throw in. Playing again, very, very confident, aren't they, Billy?
Yeah, we loving the ball at our feet. Rarely giving it away so far. Yeah, and it's not sideways passing and backwards passing.
No, it's not.
Real, advanced passing going on here as well. So
absolutely
started really well.
Jimmy Jones, our resident hammer. Hope you're well, my friend. Thank you for your $4.99 super chat. And he says, "Good afternoon, all."
That's a great ball.
Gordon, beautiful ball to Trippier again on the right. Trippier, very deep ball into the box, too far for Joe Linton that one, and it might roll out.
No,
yes, it has. Just couldn't keep it in.
Just slightly over here from Trippier. That's the first bad ball he's made so far.
Yeah, he's had a blistering start to this game as Kieran Trippier. Absolutely no doubt about it. And yet another assist, Billy.
That's 10th of the season, which is ridiculous, isn't it, for a full-back?
For a right back, yeah. His stats just keep getting better and better, Billy, don't they? It's incredible, yeah. Right? What he's done. It is just incredible.
Considering we're just halfway into October, it's immense. It really
absolutely is. KB, hope you're well, mate. Thank you very much. He says 3-0 to the Toon. And here is Trippier again. Inside to Bruno. Bruno with a bit of space to have a look. Gets it back to Trippier. Trippier's got Dan Burn, but a brilliant run through the middle from Wilson. The flag hasn't gone up, but Wilson, he had a chance to lay that off to Joe Linton or Gordon and held onto it.
I think he was offside,
forward. Yeah, he looked offside, didn't he, when the original pass was played? We'll never know now because different phase of play now as Palace try and come forward. A little bit of space for Edouard here. Newcastle get men back, but behind is Mitchell here. Mitchell in the box, cross comes in, Trippier's there. Mitchell gets a little cross in again. Byrne heads it away, and Longstaff gets his foot on it and clears, sort of. Joel Ward for Palace.
Murphy let Mitchell go there, which is a bit disconcerting.
Yeah, crept in round the back, didn't he? And that's... Oh, I thought that was rolling out, but I didn't realise Mitchell was still there. Here's Edouard. Good tackle by Bruno. And again, shielding the ball brilliantly. Oh, magical skill from the Brazilian. And then he's taken out. And, well, Lerma comes in and takes him out. But that is classic Bruno, Billy.
Superb. Absolutely superb. To win the ball in the first place. Lovely bit of jinking play to get him away from, I think it was Ducouré. And that's a yellow card all day long.
Well, for me it is as well.
Did he get one?
Don't think so. Probably maybe just a speaking to. I mean, it is his first tackle, to be fair. Yeah, it wasn't a ferocious one. He just sort of barged him off the ball. Anyway, here's the goal scorer, Jacob Murphy. Rolls it back now to Lascelles. Lascelles with loads of time on the ball. Gives it out to Cher. Cher's got Byrne on the left and uses him. Here is Dan Byrne, still inside his own half. Rolls it back to Fabian Cher. Cher, lovely ball inside. Murphy just tried to feed it on, didn't he? Just tried a little touch there into Wilson, who was away on goal had it happened.
The one thing Crystal Palace have done is starve Anthony Gordon of any kind of possession.
Yeah, he's never been in the game yet, has he?
No.
Of course, we're only 15 minutes in. There's a long time to go yet. But Newcastle, I think they've targeted Palace's left side, Billy, judging by the way this first 15 minutes has gone.
Yeah, definitely. Although that's kind of our best area anyway with Trippier, but still, I mean, I think Holcher would have expected us to target it right, but we've gone down the left, which is good management.
Palace have a throw in just inside the Newcastle half here, but it's thrown back to Guay. And all the way back now to Anderson. Anderson plays it forward, looking for Mateta, but he can't get a touch on it. Comes to Jacob Murphy, who immediately turns and runs with the ball. Just a little foot in there by Will Hughes. It was actually good defending by Will Hughes, who's now faced with Trippier, and that's a throw into Palace just before the halfway line.
Excuse me.
No problem. Eddie Howgie and the lads along there. Still at 1-0. See a few of the Newcastle lads going out for a warm-up, as they always do around this part in the first half. That's not to say that any substitutions are going to be made. And Fabian Cher has the ball just outside his own penalty area, brings it forward and feeds Bruno. Bruno spins on the ball, has a look around, see what options are available. He has Dan Byrne to the left, plays a short ball into Byrne. Anthony Gordon now, again with that familiar getting the ball and cutting inside with the ball. And then he almost feeds a beautiful ball into Wilson, but it's well intercepted. Good defending again from Guay there, or else Wilson was clean through on goal. And Gordon immediately charges after the goalkeeper. Mitchell now plays it inside, but Lascelles is there to intercept and just calmly rolls the ball to his defensive partner, Fabian Cher. Now Bruno on the halfway line. Loft to crossfield ball again, finding Kieran Trippier. Trippier closed down very quickly there, and it's a throw into Newcastle United. Trippier gets on with it very quickly into Jamal Lascelles. Lascelles across to Fabian Cher. Cher's seen a lot of the ball, Billy.
He is, yeah, and he's been on range today so far. 2 or 3 lovely passes from him. But until they start closing him down, I mean, that's what I'm trying now, actually. You know, he's going to have a field day here to Cher today.
Ayew now closing Fabian Cher down, but he floats a lovely ball out to Trippier on the right-hand side. Trippier, again. I mean, he won the ball there, but, well, he's given a free kick. I don't think that was a free kick, Billy. It was a hard tackle, but he definitely won the ball.
They're a very physical side, aren't they?
He hasn't been a free kick. I just thought Edward screaming at somebody there. I thought he was screaming at the referee.
Bournemouth taking the lead against Wolves.
Oh, that's not good for Wolves at all. Fabian Cher on the ball again, midway through his own half. Lots of time on it. Rolls it into Longstaff, into Bruno. I think Longstaff sold him short there. That pass wasn't really on. And Palace now coming forward with Edouard. He's going against Jacob Murphy. Murphy shielding them all the way to the byline. That looked like a goal kick. No, it's a corner to Palace. But good covering there from Jacob Murphy, Billy.
Yeah, he came back that time, didn't he? He learned his lesson from the first time when Mitchell left him. This time he helped Trippier out. And they have got a corner there. They are dangerous from these.
Absolutely. As there goes big Anderson forward. And, of course, Guay, he will go forward as well. This is where we need to be on our guard. Of course, the last Palace corner, Mateta won the header. Put the header a couple of yards wide, but it was very, very close. Will Hughes will again whip this in. An outswinger. And it's met by the head of Jamal Lascelles. Mitchell on the volley. And that is way over the crossbar. Good defending that from Newcastle.
Yeah, Jamal Lascelles rose well there, didn't he? Got his head to it. And that was going nowhere but beyond the goal.
That's an awful volley if ever I've seen one. Sliced it completely. However, Palace have shown some intent since Newcastle went up 1-0 up. They have come out now. They have to attack. And it probably makes for more of a better game. But Newcastle, I think we can go and get a couple of goals in this game. I really do.
I do too. They're not pressing at all, are they? Where, you know, Lascelles, you'd think most teams would press him once he got the ball. No pressure whatsoever on our defenders when they get the ball. A little bit now, but play around it easily enough.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Dan Burns sprouting forward there again. He's up for moving forward now, isn't he? He's gone to the days where he doesn't overlap.
Man City top now, inevitably. Erling Haaland with the second.
Who are they playing, Billy?
Brighton.
Oh.
Which is good for us, really.
Yeah, but Brighton are very hit and miss, aren't they? They either wallop teams or they get hammered. Anyway, players back underway here, and the ball is with Anderson. Across to Guehi. Good pressing again by Callum Wilson there, but did well. And again, we win the ball back, but it hit the referee, so he's going to pull it back, Billy.
I thought it was giving out ball against Bruno then.
Yeah.
What was he giving them for? We went at the ball.
Well, long ball out the right-hand side looking for Ayew. It was a cracking ball, but Ayew just didn't have the pace to get on the end of that. Anderson's, showing what he's capable of there, Billy, with a sort of diagonal ball.
Not as good as Shares, though, was it?
Absolutely not. As Roy has a little pensive sort of stroke of his chin there, and since Longstaff, you've got to be better than that.
Yeah, it was poor.
Back with Guehi, and now back to the keeper. Good pressing again from Callum Wilson, making the keeper play it along out to the to the right hand side. Initially, we won the ball there, but we've now lost it. Joe Linton kind of stopped running there.
Yeah.
Mitchell
He's
now
not really
for
been in the
Palace.
game, has he, Joe Linton, so far?
No. Still plenty of time, of course. 21 minutes gone. And Newcastle, good pressing again, forcing the ball back to Guehi, who sends it across now to Anderson. Goes back to Guehi. Good pressing from Murphy. He's going to force him to go back to the goalkeeper again. Nice play that, but Palace, to be fair, played that well. And now Mitchell brings it away. Mitchell into Edward, into Will Hughes now. Mitchell going down the left-hand side as Hughes making a run. He's going against Fabian Schär, but Bruno is there. Newcastle half clear it. Not the best of clearances there. And it's with Mitchell again. He will put the ball into the box here. Byrne is there to head it away.
Someone give him a shout, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, he could have left that. And now it's Ayew for Palace. Joel Ward inside. Who's 28?
I think it's Doucouré.
Now Anthony Gordon with a bit of a chance to run, but it's a poor pass. Will Hughes intercepted, but we get it back. Longstaff to Bruno and then on to Trippier. Trippier now breaking through. He's got runners either side. And it's a little sort of tappy touch to Murphy. Murphy inside to Longstaff. Good football from Newcastle, and Longstaff almost pulls it back for Anthony Gordon. But again, good defending from Palace. And Palace break at speed. And it's, well, at the minute, it's a 3-on-3. And that's a foul, says the referee. Lascelles is furious with that decision. Edward goes down to the floor.
I'm not sure he actually touched him.
Now, I'm sorry, if Anderson's asking for the player to be booked there, then Anderson should be booked.
He touched him? No, he touched him. He's not touched him. He just jumped to the floor. I'm not seeing things there.
Well, he ran into Lascelles, to be honest.
He's literally not doing anything there.
Nah,
Nonsense
I didn't see a foul there.
And they're asking for a yellow card, the pricks.
Yeah. I don't like seeing that. I mean, they're not doing the yellow card gesture, but it's clear they're asking the referee the question.
Looking to get a free kick out of it.
Well, Guehi's going to take it and floats it out to the right-hand side, immediately looking for Ayew. Ayew brings it down nicely. He's got Lerma. Now Doucouré for Palace. Plays it across to Guehi. Guehi cuts back inside and then into Doucouré. And Palace having a nice bit of possession here. Edward thought that Will Hughes had made the run. He hadn't. And it's now with Nick Pope in goal. But again, Billy, we've got to be aware of that. Palace, they've got some decent players who can knock it about.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, I'm surprised that Edward's playing so deep, if I'm perfectly honest, on this left flank for Palace. He'd been a danger for me. They're playing more central. And I guess as the game rolls on, they probably will push him central. But
absolutely. Guys, we've got over 1,700 people watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. You do have to be a subscriber if you want to take part in the live chat. So please If you are new, help us towards our goal of 25,000 by hitting the subscribe button and that notification bell. Thank you very much. Here is Longstaff. He's brought down by Will Hughes, who screams to the heavens that it wasn't a foul. Newcastle take it quickly. Murphy! Good save to his left. And, of course, we know that Murphy can really, really hit the ball from that distance, Billy. Not far away. Good save.
Yeah, hit the target. Good thinking by Longstaff. Take the free kick quickly. Good strike from 20 yards out there and a bit close to the keeper, but
yeah,
hit the
good
target.
height for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Tyson, welcome to Members Club. Thank you for signing up and thank you for your continued support. Really do appreciate that. You can, of course, donate to the channel, guys, if you do so wish, by hitting the $ at the bottom of the live comments, and that will also get your comment read out straight away. Here's Trippier. Inside now to Bruno. Bruno, surrounded by Palace players, but gets it to Trippier, who in turn goes across to Lascelles, across to Shea, and then into Dan Burn. A little bit of an overhit pass there. Now Anthony Gordon, who will probably be looking to come into this game a bit more. We haven't seen him really run at Joel Ward yet, Billy.
No, we have. They've been well to snuff that danger out, really, haven't they? Joel Ward's very close to him when the ball's kind of looking like it's going his way. But he's coming field a little bit now, strangely enough.
Yeah, Joel Linton's gone out to the left. Yeah. But that's what we can do. We do have that in the locker, of course. Both players can play either way. Here's Murphy. Oh, what a lovely ball through to Longstaff. Brilliant ball across, and somehow Palace clear it before Wilson can tap it in. Incredible. I just think, if anything, Billy, that ball from Longstaff just lacked a little bit of pace.
Yeah, just slightly beyond Wilson. And he couldn't change his feet round, could he? Which was a shame, because he'd have scored. He was about a yard out with no goalkeeper in front of him.
Lovely little ball in from Murphy. Here's Bruno. Sees Big Dan Burn on the left-hand side in acres of space. Burn now clips it into Joe Linton. Joe Linton can't take it down, and it runs out for a goal kick. And Joe Linton's frustrated with that.
Yeah.
By the way, he's gone to his black hair now instead of the blonde. Geordie Mick, thank you for being a member for 16 months. I really appreciate that. And he says, cheers for making graft more bearable, lads. How are the lads? Thank you very much, buddy. And I hope you're well. Brilliant ball in that by Murphy. But this ball there just lacked that little bit of pace. Yeah.
If someone was running onto it, it was a definite goal, without any shadow of a doubt. Again, Longstaff getting very, very far forward again today. I think it's a shaky little start at the beginning, but since then he's been brilliant going forward, especially.
Yeah. He likes making them little runs, doesn't he? That they can just play him in the late runs into the penalty area. Lascelles scoops it forward for Wilson. Controls it. And then is tackled. He's got so many players around him there when he's bringing the ball down. As Tonali is now warming up and applauding. Well, he's getting a standing ovation from the Newcastle fans. And that will do him the world of good, of course. Bruno taken from behind. And that was a nasty one. And Bruno is hurt here. It's Mateta. And Bruno's seems to be his right ankle, yeah.
Oh, dear me. The referee's been very lenient with the cards again. You know,
well, I'd like to see that one again, to be honest, Billy, because that looked a little sneaky one, that.
Yeah, the ref's been very lenient with the cards. And players do need protecting. And
that was a nasty. His left boot right down the back of the ankle of Bruno. That was a nasty one.
He knew what he was doing there. And if he hasn't been booked for that, no one's going to get booked today. Well, actually, he's calling him over now. No, time to call down. Protect the players, referee. No, he's getting a yellow card.
Yeah, it is a yellow card as well. First yellow card of the game, and it goes to Palace. So let's get a yellow card on the scoreboard for them. I mean, that was nasty. That was scraped right down the back of Bruno's ankle, and that could have been a nasty injury. That, and I'm not surprised Bruno went down in agony. That's a painful one.
Well, we know Bruno struggled with his ankles, you know, and also you got the Achilles there as well. It's a horrible little challenge that was. Brentford won up against Burnley, incidentally.
Yep. By the way, please do subscribe if you are new to the channel. Thank you very much for your support, guys. Here is Longstaff. Great strength from Longstaff and managed to get the ball now to Murphy. Murphy cuts back. He's got Trippier in support, screaming for the ball. Murphy decides he's going to go to the byline and gets there. Great work from Murphy! Oh! Gordon missed it! He's hit the post from 3 yards out.
No goalkeeper in front of him. Christ, that's a terrible miss.
Wow.
Not sure he's expected to come to him.
Brilliant football from Newcastle there. and it should be 2-0. It hits the post. Bruno now for Newcastle. Will Hughes, he just brushes Hughes to the sides. Says, get off me, sunshine. He is Trippier now for Newcastle. Again, Longstaff making that run, but it's well intercepted by Mitchell, who, sorry, it was Lerma. He's actually kept the ball in. Lerma back there helping out his defence. Long ball towards Mateta. And, wow, but Lascelles has just been strong there. And he's having a little to do, but that's a big miss, Billy.
Yeah, whether he expects it to come to him or not, it's a reactive foot stuck out, but really, when he's 2 yards from goal, no goalkeeper in front.
It's hit the bar.
It's hit the bar, yeah. He hasn't been able to keep it down, has he? Slightly leading back, is he? I'd say he would be. I'm not sure he is.
A bit of a strange angle for his body to adjust, but he should be scoring. I mean, just dive and header it in.
Yeah, it should be a goal, that. Definitely.
But
it's been a good first half an hour for Newcastle. I've got to say, we've played really well so far.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, very impressed. Murphy's been very good. It's amazing what confidence a goal gives you, of course. Getting the ball there and, expecting him to play it back to Trippier. And he said, no, I'm going to spin and go at the byline.
Here we go.
Good ball at it for Gordon. He tries to flick it on to Callum Wilson, but good defending again. But Gordon slowly getting into the game. Of course, it's easy for us to say he's had a 2.5-week rest, Billy, but that can also be a bad thing when you're playing well. You just want to play matches, and just get rid of the ring. Yeah, exactly. Just shake the rustiness off first half and get going again. Lascelles, good interception there. Bruno, again, calm as you like on the ball. Fabian Schär whips it across to Kieran Trippier, who will drive forward for Newcastle United yet again. Crosses the halfway line, looks for support, gets it. That's a good run by Longstaff. Longstaff bundled to the floor and no foul, says the referee. I mean, I don't know how he's supposed to keep his balance there, Billy, when he's being pushed from behind.
Well, just give a free kick to Mateta for Lascelles doing nothing. This time he falls, gets pushed over and nothing's given.
Very strange. Very strange.
Bruno started the game in outstanding fashion as well.
As usual, yeah.
Brilliant today.
Mateta gets the flick on way ahead of Lascelles there. I don't know where Lascelles was. That's just class, Billy. I don't get what anybody says. That is just class. The way he gets the ball and then just
no panic, just calmness personified.
Strolls. Yeah. Here is Bruno for Newcastle United. Turns. He's got Dan Burn, but he uses Fabian Schär instead. Schär with a bit of space. Knocks it across to Jamal Lascelles. Newcastle again, just patient. Knocking it around really well in this first half. I don't think Nick Pope's made a save, has he, Billy? Well, one header from Mateta wide of the post, but I don't think he's been forced into a save yet.
No, I don't think he has, no.
Here's Kieran Trippier for Newcastle, again down the right-hand side, or through the legs of
yeah, we're going to get away with that.
Edward won't like that at all.
Well played then, Murphy. Lucky bastards.
Yeah. Decore now for Palace. Anderson, that's not the great ball. It goes straight to Kieran Trippier, who seems to be everywhere at the minute. Trippier's ball in, not the greatest this time, but Newcastle again fight to win it back. Dan Burn heads it onto a lovely touch from Gordon. What a spin by Gordon. Gordon with a chance here to run at them, but he doesn't. He uses Murphy. He's got the overlap of Trippier, of course, slightly overhit, but Trippier's crosses to the back post, and Wilson's just over.
Brilliant move. Brilliant move.
Super move again. Absolutely brilliant. And if anything, it was just a tad high for Wilson, Billy.
Yeah, I think if that's Isak, he scores.
Yeah,
a little bit of extra height would have got him above the ball.
Yeah.
What a move that is, though. Great cross from Trippier. Took the goalie out of the game. And Wilson...
I mean, Wilson he was sandwiched in between two Palace players. It was always going to be difficult.
To be fair. It's a great league to actually get his head to the ball, but, no control over it and put it over the bar.
But brilliant. And that, that's the first bit of real flash that we've seen from, pardon the pun, but Anthony Gordon. Spinning there, coming back inside on his right foot. He could have actually ran at the defence, but we have many, many different options there on the attack. Wilson again fighting for the ball. Longstaff. Oh, referee! Give our, will you? Hey! You can't be doing that, Lerma. He just went and pushed Murphy over for no bloody reason, man.
I know you're not a fan of cricket, Paul, but South Africa got 399. England chasing 400 to win. Are currently 100 for 8.
Oh, dear. England's World Cup is pretty much over, Billy.
I think so.
Of course, they are current holders.
Defending champions, yeah.
I mean, Murphy just picks the ball up and then he's pushed over. How is that not a yellow card? He takes the front
nasty
kick
little
for Palace.
so isn't they, this Palace
Yeah,
side?
they are, yeah. And there's another push on Longstaff. Free kick. Referee, how many times are you going to let him get away with fouls? Joe Linton takes it on his chest absolutely brilliantly. And what a ball over the top, looking for the runner, Wilson. I thought he might have gone further left and sent Gordon away there, Billy. But Gordon is definitely coming into this game now. Lovely little 1-2 with Joe Linton and Gordon. Joe Linton, I don't know where the hell he was trying to pass that to, but the move broke down after a brilliant bit of interplay with Anthony Gordon.
I think he got a bit excited there, didn't he?
Just a tad. Here's Guehi for Palace. 35 minutes gone. Newcastle leading by a 1-0 through Jacob Murphy in the 4th minute. And it's been a very, very good first half from Newcastle. Possession in the last 10 minutes, 72% for Newcastle, Billy, which it tells you how the game's going, really.
It's the cakewalk I expected it to be. You know, they're very physical, Crystal Palace, but they're not really showing much creativity, are they? And
no, they've done very little.
They're not even pressing, to be honest. They're a goal down. I think they're trying to stay in the game as long as they can. If we get to the goal, I think we can get a few here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we should have had another one by now, really.
Indeed. Bruno goes across to Jamal Lascelles. Just knocks it to Trippier. Trippier has a look, see who's making a run. Bruno through the middle. Great play by Bruno. Just calm, cool, collective, not panicking on the ball. Gives it out to Murphy. Murphy back to Bruno. Skips it across back to Murphy. That's brilliant football again. And Newcastle United win a corner. Absolutely great play. Murphy probably should have got the cross in there, Billy.
Yeah,
but it's the football that was great to watch again.
It was a lovely little ball from Bruno. Chipped over the back of Tyreek Mitchell. I think Murphy hesitated a tad and allowed Mitchell to get back in. But we do have a corner from it all the same.
We do. Over 1,850 people watching, guys. Please do hit that thumbs up, guys. We need all the likes we can get. Just take 2 seconds out to hit the thumbs up. Let's see how many likes we can get on the stream as well. And don't forget, if you're new, please do subscribe. Come and be part of this incredible community as the corner comes across. And it's met by Lascelles. It's bouncing around. It's another corner to Newcastle United.
Ooh,
I don't think Sam Johnson knew too much about that, Billy.
He got lucky there. It's hit his knee. You know, if it was a nutmeg job, it was a goal. Another fantastic set piece from Trippier again, I've got to say. Yeah,
very deep. They're definitely working on stuff, you can tell. Right at the back post. Great leap from Lascelles, and Wilson almost, running around there like a Jack Russell, biting at the heels of the Palace players. And it comes across. It's a beautiful ball again from Trippier. And nobody can get a touch on it.
Well, asking for something here. That's asking for a penalty. Is Joe Linton being held down there by Doucouré? No, of course, yeah, he definitely is. It's not a penalty though, is it? It's Lerma, isn't it? Look at Lerma.
I think it's more strength from Lerma there, Billy. To be honest, it was
it's a brilliant cross. He's entitled to think someone should get their head on that, really.
Taz Music, thank you very much. This first time I've listened to a full commentary from you and Billy Paul. You are much better than the other so-called commentators. Thank you very much. Really do appreciate that. 38 minutes coming up, and it's still 1-0 as Longstaff has just took a little bit of a bump on the head, but he's not requiring the physio. Just shakes it off. Looks a bit dazed. Dave Bullman, thank you for your 14 months membership. That is really, really good. Thank you very much for your support, Dave. Great commentary as always, lads. Some lovely football again today. Trippier getting better with age. Looking forward to Dortmund.
What's going on there?
Yeah, I know. The referee just seems to literally drag Longstaff away there.
That's got to be our ball.
And now he's having a word with a little to do with Mitchell there.
Well, that has to be our ball, surely.
Now he's booking Longstaff. He's just been thrown to the floor.
Unbelievable.
That is shocking refereeing.
Piss poor. He's allowed players to kick people willy-nilly. And Longstaff's... Well, it's our throwing anyway, I thought.
Jesus Christ.
See this again now? Oh, no, maybe not, but still. Well, he had stopped him from taking the throw. It is a yellow card, to be fair.
Yeah, but the fact that he was dragged by his neck to the floor, Billy, like 2 seconds before that. But here come Newcastle again with Murphy. He's onside. Murphy's got 2 Palace players to deal with. 3 Palace players to deal with. Eventually, Palace get the ball, but Murphy he won't give up on it. He's still ratting away. Longstaff comes in. Gordon's come right across as well. Incredible from Newcastle.
Unlucky.
Gordon came from the left-hand side there, Billy, to help his mate out on the other side.
Yeah, it was brilliant, persistence there to try and get the ball back. And Palace didn't really know what they were doing there, did they?
Trippier now. Nice ball into Murphy, but it's Palace are biting in now. It's starting to get a little bit tasty out there, to be honest.
Well, they've been doing it since day one, since minute one, to be fair. But it's more so now.
But we have lads who are not frightened to get stuck in, it's fair to say.
Yeah,
I see
unfortunately.
Joel Linton a bit more involved here, Billy.
Yeah, I mean, Longstaff on a yellow card's got to be careful now, hasn't he? But because you can guarantee if he puts a foul in, the ref will pull his card out.
Yeah. Here's Ayew on the right-hand side for Palace. Shadowed by Dan Byrne. Good work from Byrne. Knocked forward. Will Hughes just can't control it. Newcastle's throw in. That's better from Joe Linton. Nice strength there from Big Joe. Bruno gets it to Jamal Lascelles, who in turn knocks it to Fabian Schär. Lascelles, what I've noticed about Lascelles, Billy, is when he's on the ball now, he's not like, it's not like a hot potato. If you remember the Lascelles of old, he wanted to get rid of the ball as soon as he got it, and that sort of affected his passing. But now he seems to take a little bit of time.
Do you know what? I think he just is not ponderous anymore, is he? Look at that for ball. No.
Murphy brings it down really well as, again, he's got Mitchell all over him and wins the throw-in. Almost went out for a corner.
Yeah, he looks as if he's slimmed down a bit, Lascelles, as well. And I think that's kind of helped him. He just doesn't look ponderous and, lethargic as he was.
Yeah, credit to him. The games that he's come in, Billy, he's done nothing wrong. Simple as that.
No.
He's on the ball here now, midway through the half. Looks it back to Fabian Schär. Schär takes a look. Long ball towards the right-hand side. Pinpoint again, right on the feet of Trippier. He's had a wonderful first half, Fabian Schär, as has Trippier. Here's Bruno. Whips in. Anthony Gordon was in acres of space on that left-hand side. Just couldn't find him, but Longstaff wins it back for Newcastle. Murphy again. There's men in the penalty area. Murphy will go back to Trippier. Trippier's got Bruno inside, but uses Lascelles instead. Goes to Schär now. Schär bursting through the middle. Everyone will be wanting him to hit it here. Plays a beautiful chip through. Oh, Sean Longstaff.
Christ almighty.
Why didn't you swing your boot at that, Sunshine?
It was a terrific bit of play from Schär once again, wasn't it? This time using his skills to carry the ball. It's probably offside, but...
Well, they were all on the line, Billy. That would have been a very interesting one, yeah.
But he should have swung his boot at that, shouldn't he? Well, if it had gone
lovely flick over the top there. Just hit it.
He
just seemed to get himself a bit muddled up, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. Brilliant from Schär once again, though.
Absolutely. Eddie Howe's got to be pleased with his first half performance. Couple of minutes left, and then we'll see what we've got for injury time. But it is still Newcastle 1, Palace 0. Murphy's goal on 4 minutes, but Newcastle have been, I think it's fair to say, in complete control of this football match.
We have, but I think he'll be slightly frustrated that we're not more than a goal up because we should have been really.
Yeah. And while it's always 1-0, Billy, there's always that risk, isn't there? As we know with Newcastle United. Trippier plays a wonderful crossfield ball to Byrne. Byrne then a lovely nod down to Fabian Schär, who lets it roll to Nick Pope.
Flippin' heck.
Yeah.
If he had slipped then.
Twitchy bum time, yeah. Wow. But never mind. Here goes Schär again, breaking out of defence. Lovely ball into Wilson. Wilson turns. He's got options to his right in Jacob Murphy, who again is supported by an ongoing Kieran Trippier. Murphy, though, will cross it to the back post, and Gordon scores a brilliant goal! What a move from Newcastle United!
What a goal
that is absolutely brilliant goal! And
did you notice who the player was next to him? Did you notice the player who was next to Gordon just before?
Joe Linton.
It was Fabian Schär.
Was it Fabian Schär? Well, there you go. I didn't see that.
Run all the way through. It's a fantastic goal, that is.
It's 2-0 to the Toon. Smack my ass with a wet trout. He missed one earlier, Billy. He wasn't missing that one.
It's a fantastic bit of play from Fabian Schär. The ball out from Wilson's a good one too, but Schär carried on his run. Look, there he is there. Look, pointing the ball
Yeah.
Goes beyond him, and there's Gordon.
Joe Linton and Gordon at the back post, of course. But
Great ball from Wilson to set.
what a ball by Murphy, though.
Yeah.
What a half he's had. Beautiful ball in. And Anthony Gordon did well because Joe Linton could have put him off when he went for the ball there, but he didn't. He kept his eye on the ball and he tucks it in. You look where Joe Linton's foot is here, Billy. Nearly gets it himself. Oh, sorry, it's Wilson.
Do you know what else he's learned his lesson from? He's hit it with his left foot this time instead of
yes, he has.
With his right, and he's gone with his left this time.
Yeah,
had more time to compose himself. Volley in, great goal, superb goal. Yeah. All started by Fabian Schär once again.
And I think that goal was made even better by the fact that he didn't take his eye off the ball, Billy, and Wilson didn't quite put him off. I mean, Wilson was entitled to go for the ball. I don't think he knew Gordon was there, but what a brilliant goal that was. Absolutely superb to watch.
I mean, Callum Wilson, the burst good after he played the great ball out to Murphy to get himself into the box. So.
Oh, look at that from Bruno. Oh, incredible. But then the pass is horrific. But Joe Linton picks up the rebound. Joe Linton now driving towards the goal. Joe Linton, he's got Gordon in support. Gordon picks the ball up. Joe Ward just swings a right boot at it and manages to clear it. Here's Ayew going forward. Burn is all over him like a rash. But he's outdone Burn for pace. Ayew's bursting forward. It's a 3-on-3, but a pass is terrible from Ayew, and it's picked up by Nick Pope.
He's one of the worst players in the Premier. Look at him, and he thinks
looks like a monk, doesn't he? He should be a monk.
Oh dear me! 5 added on minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes of added on time. A book and a piece, but Newcastle lead 2-0. Superb first half. You can't say anything else. We've just been brilliant. We really have.
And the people, that's the difference between this season and last season. The creativity to break down a low block. It's been in abundance today. We've been fantastic.
I mean, Murphy's having the half of his life. He's been sensational this first half. He's put some wonderful crosses in, not just 1 or 2. He's put 3 or 4 in, and of course scored a goal. Just fabulous from Murphy. Trippier is, well, we'll talk about it half time. Long ball comes in again. It's not really well controlled. A chance for Long. It's a brilliant chance. It's 3-0. It's Gordon Longstaff. He picks it up off a mistake from the Palace defence, and it is 3-0 to the Toon. Geordie boy has smashed it home. He beats the keeper like a rented mule, and it's 3-0 to Newcastle United. Sing it. Billy, tremendous composure there because he took his time and then just slotted it home.
Yeah, the Palace defence at 6 and 7s, aren't they? You know, considering they had the best defence in the league before today, they should be 5 or 6 down. They are 3 down. Sean should have already had a goal. This time he was calm as you like in front of goal. Not sure what Gay's doing there.
Just took that extra touch to settle him down there, didn't he, before he shot?
It's a great ball from Does this count as an assist for Trippier? I don't think it does it?
I'm not so sure of that one, Will, Billy. But nevertheless, it is 3-0 to Newcastle United now. Absolutely superb. £5 super chat coming from Jock Barr. Thank you, Jock. Gordon is worth the $5. Love the lad. Absolutely. And then good old Geordie boy Longstaff, who's played well again today. Another good look at Gordon getting back there. Yeah, taking the ball off Ayew, and then Ayew trips him over.
Yeah, let's have a card for that. Let's have a card for that. Ref, hey, come on.
His cards are staying in his pocket, the bell end of the ears, but there you go. We've got a couple of... Oh, hang on. Is he getting his card out? Is he getting his card?
No, I don't think he is.
2 minutes left of the additional 5 in the first half. Newcastle United 3, Palace 0. It has been one of the most composed, collective, brilliant performances from Newcastle United in this first half. And remember what Paul said on the fan show last night, Billy, that we're normally a second half team, remember? So,
good Lord, if we had it today,
yeah.
this could beat the Sheffield United score.
I mean,
because Palace are there for taking now. They're at 6 and 7,
God,
so they haven't got a clue. And it's whether Roy can raise their spirits.
Another wonderful ball out to Anthony Gordon, who we said had a very quiet 20 minutes, but my God, has he come into the match? Trippier then, lovely ball towards Big Joe. Can't get his head on it. Will Hughes now will just pump it into the late afternoon sky above Tyneside.
Oh, there.
And Schär just takes the ball down like he's just, I mean, like it was a cushion. Incredible. Here's Trippier for Newcastle. And one thing we won't do is we won't stop attacking. Eddie will want goals here.
Absolutely not. Yeah, goal difference is a massive thing, isn't it? And
yeah.
If we
can a nasty one again on Trippier by Edouard, and Trippier is not happy, and then Edouard pushes him away. It's got to be a book and that, surely, for Edouard.
He's been booked, hasn't he? Or that Mateta was booked?
Mateta was booked, but Edouard very, very late on Trippier, as Palace have been quite a lot in this first half. Trippier is not back in. What did book Trippier for? Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable.
I mean, rightly so that the Bell End Palace player is booked, but why is Trippier booked?
This ref's an absolute arse, I've got to say. I mean, we've seen some poor refs, but I think this one's taking the cake at the minute.
Trippier's caught really late here. Look at this. That is terrible. Trippier gets up and just has a word with Edouard. Edouard then push. Trippier's done nothing to get a book in there, Billy.
No, absolutely nothing at all.
That's absolute bollocks.
That's awful refereeing.
I mean, Trippier had a right to be annoyed there. That was a very late tackle that again can cause an injury, Billy.
Yeah, and Trippier's on the receiving end of lots of those, isn't he?
Well, he is, yeah. A lot. Danny Howard, thank you very much for your £5 super chat as the halftime whistle blows. Hello, lads. Come on, Newcastle. What a performance. Thank you very much, Danny. 3-0 halftime. Billy, sum up that first half.
Cakewalk from start to finish. We've had control of the game. We've been superb. We've taken 3 of our chances. We could have had 4 or 5. But from minute 1 to minute 45 or minute 50 as it was, we've been superb. We've played some really good stuff today. And Chair, Bruno, Trippier, Murphy have all been terrific. All of them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been absolutely brilliant first half. Hopefully there's no ructions in the tunnel there. Jimmy Jones, thanks for your $1.99 super chat. Bowen got 5 assists all last season. Trippier, question mark.
He's on 10 today so far.
Yeah. And Anoy, thank you for your £20 super chat. Very kind of you, mate. He came in late today, already in debt. This won't let me do 15, so hedging my bets. Brilliant. Yeah, well, look, it could be a lot more than it could be a lot more than it's going to be more than 3. I think we can go and get at least a dozen, half a dozen here today. Billy.
A dozen?
Well, a dozen would be fabulous, but
it depends how Hodgson sets them up second half. But their defence at 6 and 7 is Gahey, an England international, looks really good in an England shirt. He's been absolutely shocking today. Tyreek Mitchell was playing for England not very long ago. Jacob Murphy's had him on toast. The players that they'd expect to be solid for them have been like jelly, really. It's been men against boys, to be, if I'm perfectly honest. However, they are very physical. They are trying to leave feet in. The referee isn't protecting our players, and we've got to be careful we don't get an injury or 2 here because they're dirty fuckers, dirty bastards to say the least.
Yeah, be interesting to see if Eddie makes what Eddie does change in the second half. I think it's probably a great time for Tonali to come on, really. At maybe 70, 75 minutes. NUFC Shane out there in Australia. Hope you're well, Shane. Thank you for your $7.99 Australian dollars. Why did Crystal Palace even bother turning up? Absolutely dreadful. Seeing that, we've been brilliant. Yeah, I think it's more us being brilliant, to be honest, Shane. We've never let Palace...
The point of all is they've come with one plan, and that's low block and just keep a point.
And that went out the window after 4 minutes.
That was it. They had no plan B.
Absolutely.
If I was a Crystal Palace fan, thank God I'm not, because most of them I know are arseholes. I would be very happy about it. I've got to say, you've got to have more than one plan. If you go goal down early, where's your plan? You've got to have some sort of attacking kind of way to get back in the game. They haven't had one at all. Yep.
I mean, Mr. Reactions, member for 4 months. Thank you, buddy. Love this. I'm buzzing. Me had triplets, Matt, Pat, and Tat. I've got no idea what he's talking about. I'm loving this game. Like the video, everyone. Love you, Billy.
You too,
so
Matt.
there you go. We're now joined by Stato to sum up the first half. Alex, you've got to be happy with what you've just seen for that 45.
Yeah, I mean, not only the goals, it was the way we played, the style of football, a few new little passing sequences going on there with it was between a lot of the time it was Joe Linton, Byrne as well, but Gordon was getting involved in little 1-2 dinks. First time football, use of the right-hand side was absolutely immaculate. We just look really good. I think this is probably the best I've seen us. I know it's Palace, but it's not necessarily about the opposition. It's about what we're doing with the ball.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
the best I've seen it's the best I've seen this season so far. We look so polished and so good. It looks like we've just spent 6 months on the training pitch ready for this. But yeah, the 3 goals were sensational. Referee has been absolutely diabolical. Unfortunately, this isn't really a game that matters about the refereeing level. But yeah, they've been winding our lads up all the time, and then we're getting punished for it, which is ridiculous. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way we're playing. I feel like we could be more than 3-0 up, possibly should be more than 3-0 up. I can't really say I'm displeased with anybody. I'm happy that the Sells has come back in and looks solid, because I thought he was poor against West Ham. So I'm happy he's come back in and looks good again. We know we can't count on him 100% of the time, but if we can count on him most of the time, that's useful for us.
Yep. David Garcia, thank you for your $199. Does Tripp get the assist for the 3rd goal? No. Gui slipped, to be honest, but brilliantly taken goal, of course, by Sean Longstaff. Showed very, very good composure, Billy, before finishing that off.
Yeah, he did. He had a chance early on where he could have swung a boot at it properly and volleyed it in, but he didn't. This time he had a little bit of time to think about it, and yeah, nice finish, wasn't it? But the words I think we're using today is free-flowing. It's free-flowing stuff.
Yes.
From minute
Absolutely.
1 to minute 50, it's been fantastic to watch. It really has.
Liquid football.
Liquid football.
Liquid.
Football.
Well, let's not go there, Billy. Guys, we've got over 2,000 watching. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning into the Toon Review. If you are new to the channel and you like what you see, please, of course, do subscribe. Come and be part of this incredible community that we have here on the Toon Review. But don't forget to hit that notification bell as well, which will let you know when we schedule our live shows, which is most nights every week. And, of course, record any daily news shows as well. You can donate to the channel like so many great people have already done today, as William has just done there. Thank you for your $4.99, William, by hitting the $ at the bottom of the live comments. It really does help the channel with equipment, etc., to make sure that we can keep the quality shows coming to you as technology advances, of course. We like to be state-of-the-art on the Toon Review. So thank you in advance for that. Please do vote for us in the Football Content Awards, of course. I think the voting ends this weekend. So please, it's just at the top of the description there. Go and vote for the Toon Review in the Best Podcast section. Just hit on the link, scroll down to Best Podcast. There'll be a menu for the Premier League. Click on that, and the drop-down box will appear, and just select the Toon Review. Clear your cache. Go back and do it a few more times. We really, really need your votes, guys. And of course, if you have young family, please go and subscribe to Susan's channel, which is the Little Learners Hub. That is also pinned at the top of the description. Brilliant channel for young kids to learn about animals, sea life, everything. She put a lot of work into that. So thank you very, very much for that as well. Matthew, thank you for your $199. That is very kind. Jimmy, thanks for another $199. He says, why are all the refs English? It's a bit outdated now. I mean,
this one today is awful. I mean, he's there to protect the players. You know, the disciplined players that are kicking people and protect the players that are being kicked. He's not doing that today.
He's just not
doing that today at all.
Yeah, absolutely. John Joe, thank you for a $4.99 super chat. That is very kind. Thank you. The best thing about us this season is we are getting goal contributions from all over the pitch. He's going 6-0. I was particularly, Murphy's first goal, Alex, we thought initially that maybe he meant a cross, but when you look at it in slow-mo, he's looking at where the goalkeeper is, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, the XG for that was 0.03, so you don't score many of them. It's a tough one. It's a tough one to say if he's trying to score. I think he was trying to lift it over the keeper and put it somewhere near the back post, whether that was for an on-rushing player or whether to go for the sort of the side inside of the side netting. I'm sure he'll claim it, but I think Murphy. I'd definitely like to highlight Longstaff and Murphy even before Longstaff scored. I think Longstaff has been magnificent today. 2 really, really good cutbacks from the edge of the box that could have resulted in goals, and he's creating chances for himself. He's dominant in midfield. He's not taking any nonsense from some big midfielders from Palace. He's working well in that half space, and he's got a goal. He's continuing this form. It's lovely to see. He looks so good.
Matt, thank you for another $4.99. He says we are 6th by the end. of the day, and we are top of our group. Exactly, it's going really well.
Oh dear.
What?
Well, according to Martin Watson, Bobby Charlton's died.
Oh, wow. Well, we'll chat about that at some point, I guess. But that's awful news.
86. Yeah, he's died. Yeah.
Wow. Well, he'd be up there with Jack, I'm sure, having a little whiskey or something like that together. So rest in peace, Sir Bobby Charlton. Alex, what I really like about the runs that Longstaff is making now, he seems to be timing them a bit better now. You know, how it was either difficult to play the ball into this path because he was making them run too early or too late, but he seems to be timing them now to perfection.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the reasons why we've kind of got to not listen, but just take our medicine a little bit, that the coaching staff are happy to give certain players minutes to allow them to develop, to learn a position. I think, you know, it's about footballing education, and we're getting that with this coaching staff and Eddie Howe. It's about, you know, Anderson's positional change from a sort of 10/winger into midfield. It's Longstaff and his new role. You know, he got dubbed as sort of a Michael Carricky defensive midfielder a few years ago under Benitez, and now he went through a rough patch, and now he's developed into a completely different beast altogether. It's just different aspects to his game, and I mean, just watch for all of them. Look at the way Murphy's playing, his decision making, the changes to his game. You can see it across the pitch.
It's all down to the manager, isn't it? That we're working with these players, because you know Murphy has been brilliant that first half, absolutely brilliant.
I would like to mention one thing about Palace specifically, because there were a few trolls on Twitter who were arguing the toss with a few of us this week about Mark Guehi, about would we take him, do we rate him, and obviously not. I don't like the whole. I prefer having a left-footed left centre half in like Botman that we traditionally use, and a lot of people were arguing the toss about that. I think today is a prime example of when you're up against a tough team. I feel like Guehi, that sort of position with Tyreek Mitchell and Guehi is that left-sided. It's just not worked very well. You've got to remember that if you're right-footed, you're most likely right-sided. The way you rotate, the way you position yourself, the way you set off, the way you jump, it's all going to be slightly different. You know, you're going to be slightly offset. It's not going to be the same thing. And I feel like a lot of our success has come in that sort of little zone where Mitchell's just getting run round. Guehi's not super comfortable, and he's an England international, let's not forget, and it's not going very well for them at all. So I think that's the proof's in the pudding there, that you can't always have a left-footed player as your left-sided centre half, but it definitely helps.
And plus, I mean, Callum Wilson hasn't given him minutes to rest, has he? For all that first half, he's been on both of the centre halves cases. And it's been really good, actually.
I was going to mention Wilson, Billy, because he hasn't scored a goal, but what he's doing is he's given them hell.
He's done the dirty work, he really has.
And it's the kind of game that he loves. You know, he was very, very close to getting on the end of that Murphy cross anyway before Gordon finished it off. But I was really pleased to see Gordon get that goal, Alice, because obviously he missed a sitter a couple of minutes earlier. You know, his body was all sort of disjointed when he tried to volley it and of course hit the bar. He could have let that get to him, but what I liked about it is he went straight back, you know, for the throw in, didn't think about it, and then finished that really well to keep his eye on the ball, because he could have thought Wilson might be getting it, but he didn't. He kept his eye very closely on the ball.
I mean, yeah, I absolutely love that about Gordon. When he spurned the earlier chance, I wasn't worried, because you're confident with this lad that he's going to get more and more and more chances, and he's likely to bury one of them. Additionally, I've been so impressed around that back post and centrally in the 6-yard box. We've had Gordon, Joe Linton, and Wilson waiting. So if one misses, the other one will get there, or we'll get a corner. They're so hungry. There's overlaps ready for crossing. There's people at the edge of the box. There's tons of people crowding 6-yard back post. That they're absolutely busting a gut to be in a position to score a goal, and it's that is the primary reason we're 3-0 up inside the first half, because they are doing pretty much. We see Eddie Howe in these press conferences talk about the way we can play, be happy with the way we're playing, because there's a lot of emphasis on he wants us to play a certain way. I feel like that. Just watch his interviews after the game. I feel like he might allude to that, the fact that it looks like we've played close to how he wants. I'd say that's close to perfection. Well, what really can we do better than what we've just done in that first half? I feel like every player generally played as well as they could have done. With an immaculate performance, tactically, technically, they were outstanding.
And we haven't mentioned Fabian Schär's stat. He's been absolutely unbelievable, hasn't he?
Yeah, even that as well. The passing, even Lascelles' switches have been really, really solid.
Yeah.
Burns been careful. Although Pope with that cheeky little leaving the ball and making the crowd get a bit anxious. That was funny. But
Crap myself, I think it's fair to say. Ian A, thank you very much for gifting him Toon Review membership. That's very kind, mate. Thank you again for your generosity. And welcome to Members Club, Tony Shoot. Thank you for supporting the channel and welcome to the Toon Review family. You can, of course, become a member of the Toon Review if you do so wish by hitting that join button just underneath us. And, of course, you can continue to donate by hitting the $sign at the bottom of the live comments, and that will get your comment read straight out as well. Please do keep voting in the Football Content Awards, and, of course, please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let's see what we can finish on this afternoon. I think it was 23,167 when we started, wasn't it?
24,167.
24,167. We're now at 24,229. So thank you very much and welcome to all the new subscribers of the channel. Please do keep subscribing. Alex, we'll see you again at full time, buddy. And of course, you'll be doing the instant reaction with Billy over on Patreon. So we'll look forward to that as well. We'll see you soon, buddy.
See you, Stato.
So Alex will be back at full time. And of course, he will be doing the full time instant reaction over on our Patreon page. So if you're not a member of Patreon yet, get yourself over there. The link is halfway down the description. You can support the channel that way, and also listen to some great podcasts on there. Newcastle United legends and various different Champions League shows that we do off camera. And of course, Billy and Alex always do an instant reaction over there on Patreon as well, which people are really, really enjoying at the moment. Right, Palace are back on the pitch. No sign of any changes as yet, Billy Bob.
Not that I can see, no. Wolves have equalised at Bournemouth. Mateus Cunha very early in the second half.
Mateus Cunha. Okay. Just get the scoreboard back in the big screen. Matt, thank you for another $9.99. That is very kind. I recognise Ashley's detrimental influence, but Bruce's tenure was very bad, especially with the underutilisation of talents like Murphy, Longstaff and Joe Linton. Eddie, however, is a tactical genius. I think that's fair. I think that's fair, Billy.
Not to forget Fabian Schär and Stoke will be taking the lead against the Mackhams.
Get in. But Matt, I'd just like to say thank you for making me say underutilisation on a Saturday afternoon. I appreciate that. The cameras are just on Anthony Gordon, Billy at the minute. I presume you're still at the same spot as me.
Absolutely, yeah, exactly the same.
Good. It's always better when we're using the same service, isn't it? And thank you to our providers as well. Please don't ask for any links in the chat, by the way. We're not allowed to give any out. We have sorted from other people. Anyway, we are underway for the second half. Newcastle United 3, Palace 0. Let's see how Palace respond to this. Well, they've responded by immediately giving the ball away. A lovely turn by Callum Wilson. And he's held back there and wins a free kick to Newcastle United. Brilliant turn that by Wilson. And Anderson really was in shock there, Billy.
Yeah, it was the speed of it, and the twinkle toes, which you don't associate with Callum Wilson. And he forced Joachim Anderson to kind of push him over, didn't he?
Indeed. Sprightly is the word I'd use there, Billy.
Yeah, definitely.
Phil Gow, thank you for being a member for 18 months. That is incredible. Thank you so much. We could get used to this. My score 5-0, the Toon. Let's hope you're right, Phil. Let's hope you're right.
Forest 1, Luton 0, Chris Wood.
I'm sorry?
Forest 1, Luton 0, Chris Wood.
Yeah, I thought you said that. I just needed to hear it again. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Those days are long gone at St. James's. Daniil, thank you for your £5 super chat. He says, what a first half of football. Sublime from Newcastle United. Indeed, Daniil. Indeed. As Lascelles pings one forward now. He's all over the back of Callum Wilson there, but the ball finds Murphy, who plays a pretty poor left-footed ball over. But look at the determination of Newcastle to get this ball back. And then eventually Palace, to be fair, Gueye played himself out of a bit of a problem there. But look at that interception by Trippier. I mean, my God, this guy is just sublime. He really is. Longstaff now.
10 years younger. I wish he was 10 years younger.
I know. It's such a shame, isn't it? But mind you, the fitness he's got, he could play at least 38 at the minute.
Yeah. No sign of slowing down, despite
Absolutely not.
Some fathead might have said once.
Oh, lovely football from Newcastle. What a ball from Gordon into Wilson. Wilson didn't really know it was there. He's played a lovely left-footed cross. Longstaff didn't jump for the ball. He played a fool there. He did well. I think what's his face? Lerma was he was jumping for the ball, and then sort of Longstaff stopped and kind of fooled him into sort of making a header. It was quite well played, that.
Oh, unlucky.
Oh. They're trying some nice stuff. As Palace now try and get a foothold in this game, try and get something going. Decourier back now to Mitchell, who fires it into Lerma. Lerma inside to Jordan Ayew, who, well, hasn't been great in this game. Here's Will Hughes now for Palace. Into Lerma again. Decourier now deciding he wants to bring the ball forward. Plays a nice ball out to Ayew, who looks like he swapped sides, Billy.
Well, he took it upon himself to go floating around a bit. I don't know why he thinks he's good enough to do that, but he obviously does.
Here's Decourier again. Finds Joel Ward out. I think this is the furthest Joel Ward's been far forward in the match. Anderson now. Clips it forward. Joel Ward has made a run. That might be a little overhit. And great defending that from Dan Burn. Just lets the ball coax slowly out for a corner.
And the one good
a goal kick, I should say.
The one good thing about Andre Ayew floating around, it means that he hasn't got the protection on Joel Ward that they had in the first half, which might give Anthony Gordon even more chance to win at him.
Absolutely. Palace certainly pressing brilliant stuff from Newcastle to clear. Bruno then clips a beautiful ball. It is literally just most passes will make it's like ooh and ahs, and it's great stuff, but then we give it away. Nick Thornton, thanks for being a member for 6 months. Brilliant performance from the lads in the first half. Loving the commentary as usual from Paul and Billy. Thank you very much, Nick, and thanks for your continued support of the channel. Longstaff now into Wilson. Wilson again holds the ball up, spins, and then is brought down again. I mean, how many times are they going to get away with these little niggly fouls, Billy?
Because that's got to be known as fourth. I can count. So not once have been yellow carded, I don't think. Brilliant feat again from Callum Wilson.
Yeah, holding the ball up really well, turning, and then, well, just hacked down, I think is the word I'll use there.
Yeah.
Here's Lascelles. Pushing Palace back again to Trippier. Lascelles into Trippier again. Very, very close. Palace are trying here. They've definitely come out with an attitude of, a high press, but the passing from us is sensational. Oh, what a turn by Joe Linton. And he just leaves Decourier and then he plays a terrible pass. He thought Gordon was inside him when in fact he was going down the wing. But to be fair, Joe Linton tried to win the ball back there, but now Will Hughes breaks over the halfway line for Palace.
Bruno there. The ref obstructed Bruno.
He absolutely did. Will Hughes trying to go all the way here. And then flicks it forward and Mateta just looks at him and it rolls out for a goal kick.
No shit.
Yeah.
Bournemouth down to 10 men as well.
Ooh. And why just deciding, what's he going to do? I don't think there's anything Roy Hodgson could do to change the game. It's up to his players. And when they give the ball away like that, then there's nothing the manager can do about it.
Roy Hodgson apparently was a Newcastle United supporter as a kid. His dad's a Geordie by all accounts.
I read that. Yeah, I didn't know how true that was. Anyway, Lascelles is on the ball now. Newcastle just knocking it around at the back of the minute. Quietly and confidently.
Oh, come on. That's not good.
That's not great from Longstaff there. I think he was expecting Murphy to come and help him a bit there. Murphy was certainly further forward. He's Lerma for Palace. Great play by Cher, just reading the game and then bounds forward like a spring chicken. He's hacked down, but Murphy plays it through. This is Anthony Gordon. He's in on goal. He's forced very wide. He's got Wilson here in support. Wilson jinking and jiving like Michael Jackson inside to Fabian Cher. Just still further forward. It's superb stuff. We couldn't get a shot in though, but wow, he has been absolutely fabulous this afternoon. There's no doubt about that.
Breathtaking performance.
What a run that was, Billy.
And they kicked him in the end to get him down, didn't they?
Yeah.
Breathtaking he's been today. Absolutely breathtaking.
Here's Trippier for Newcastle United in his own half. Knocks it back to Jamal Lascelles. Lascelles in turn goes back to Cher, who's back in position again. And back across to Jamal Lascelles. Brings it forward into Wilson. Again, Callum Wilson.
Ooh, I mean, he's got left one in there.
Well, good. Good, Billy, because that's all they've done this game is leave feet in like that.
Yep.
Decourier is on the floor for Palace. The game is still going on. Are you? Decore is back to his feet. Here's Lerma. Guehi. Hughes. And again, Newcastle pressing with Joe Linton. Joe Linton just looks rusty today, Billy.
He does, definitely, yeah.
This game will do him the world of good, though, to get him up to speed again for the Champions League. As a shot comes in there, which is blocked, Gordon takes it down really well. Anthony Gordon, nice skill, almost got out of there. And now Lascelles sets Dan Burn away down the left-hand side, inside to Wilson.
Yeah, he's definitely a little bit rusty, isn't he,
Joe
Joe
Linton
Linton?
trying to get it. Yeah, he's just a little bit off the pace.
Oh, dear.
Oh, chance for Palace here. We've fallen asleep at a great tackle from who else? Fabian Schär. And Edouard can't get the shot away.
Yeah, Joe Linton again, the one that lost the ball there. And I wonder if Eddie's thinking about maybe giving him a rest because he's not been, he's been okay, but compared to the rest of the players, he's not been great, has he?
No, well, he hasn't played badly. He just looks a little bit tired now, and I think that's fair enough. He's, in
comparison to the rest, he's looked a little bit under the weather. But...
Yeah, don't take any chances with him. You know what I mean? We've got Tonali to come on as well. Let's not forget that.
Anderson, yeah.
Oh, Anderson, yeah. Corner for Palace swung in, headed away by Lascelles, and Joe Ward hits a shot, which would be good enough for a rugby field, miles over the bar. Certainly no suggestion of a change for Newcastle yet, though, Billy Bob.
No, definitely not. Maybe they're expecting Joe Linton to get better as the game goes on, but his touch has been a little bit short today, hasn't it? His couple of first touches haven't been great. His energy's good, but and his effort's good. Just a couple of his first touches have let him down a tad.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. He can't mess around like that. Well won back. Oh, he didn't.
Nice play by Palace actually on
Offside.
the right side, but Mateta's offside. And the referee blows. That's what we don't want to see. A little complacency sneaking in there with Dan Burn there. Just trying to play a simple ball. As we're looking at Tonali warming up. I think he's definitely going to play a part in this game, Billy.
Yes, I think so. I don't think it'll be too far away by the way he's warming up.
Yeah. As we see Eddie Howe and Tyndall in conversation again. The Newcastle fans, fair to say, looking quite content. Probably the word to use. Nobody reading a novel though, Billy, which is a good sign.
Absolutely not. No knitting.
Or knitting, yeah. Flicked on, great flick on by Joe Linton to Wilson. Longstaff outside now to Murphy. Murphy has an overlap and Trippier. Use him. He does use him. Trippier gets the ball and crosses in. Oh, good defending by Guehi. It was a tap in, I think, that for Callum Wilson.
What a
good
ball
bit
that
of
is.
play again. Here's Sean Longstaff. Keeps a hold of the ball. Nice bit of play by Sean. Gets it back. Bruno's cross is deflected. It's a corner to Newcastle United. But again, lovely build-up play, Billy.
Yeah, it's just intricate stuff, isn't it? And most of it's coming off, and that did there apart from the last ball. But brilliant football from Bruno and Kieran Trippier. There, it's fantastic to watch.
Yeah. Guys, please do subscribe. If you are new to the channel, thank you very much for all your support. We really, really do appreciate it. I think I might be a bit pixelated because my internet power's dropped a little bit, but I will keep commentating. Corner to Newcastle United's Bernard Anderson getting into a little bit of a shoving match. Wow, he rattled that corner to Gordon, but Gordon does really well. Gets it back to Kieran Trippier. Trippier holds on, lays it up to Jacob Murphy. Murphy, one touch, and then swings a cross in right at the back post. And the referee's given a free kick to Palace.
Of course he has.
Bastard. Really don't like this referee, Billy. I'm not impressed at all. I'm not impressed at all. Anyway, Johnston is going to take the... I mean, look, it's two potential England goalkeepers here. And, Nick Pope, well, he hasn't a save to make, to be fair, has he? So, as Longstaff knocked off the ball a little too easily there. As Ayew brings it forward, plays it out to Joel Ward, brings it inside. It hits Gordon. The referee was going to give handball, would you believe there? But he's waved play on. Anderson, first time ball in again. Lascelles stands up. It's Ayew now who's come a lot more inside here. Ayew again looks up, tries to find an outlet, gets it from Joe Ward on the right-hand side. Ward brings it down, cuts inside of Gordon, swings a left foot cross, back post unmarked, Edouard, and it's miles over the bar, but they've got a corner.
Good defending from Jamal Lascelles at the last there.
Again, Billy, though, but sneaking in at the back post. We've mentioned that many times
Yeah,
before.
see how
Nobody
far
seems to
in
pick the
Kieran
back
Tripp-
post
well,
up.
Kieran Trippier has pulled that far in, see, but Lascelles did brilliantly to get a foot in there because he was
He
second
did, yeah.
favourite there.
Good ball in from Ward, pulled back, and Lascelles did very well. Corner to Palace. 57 minutes gone in the game. Newcastle United leading 3-0. And what's the
What's the
referee
ref
doing here?
He's not going to go over and push the ball back an inch. He's gone to check how far where the ball is. What a cock!
For God's sake. I mean, as if it makes any bloody difference.
What a knob
A
rot.
couple of inches here and there. What does it matter? Well, I don't know. Anyway, played away, and Anthony Gordon immediately trying to break from the corner. Wilson, lovely ball. Oh, what a ball that is from Longstaff to set Murphy away. It's a 2-on-1 at the minute. Gordon is in the box. Murphy gets in, fires it across. Oh, great defending by Joel Ward, or it was a tap in.
He's done fantastically well there to get back, and yeah, great counter attack from Newcastle, but brilliant defending from Joel Ward. And that's
brilliant ball from Longstaff, wasn't it? To set on his left peg as well, Billy.
Yes,
to set Murphy away. It was always going to come across to Murphy. For Gordon, but good defending, really good defending by Joel Ward. Because if he didn't intercept that ball, and of course, Billy, that could fly in his own net as well.
Yeah, it could. Could Murphy done a little bit better? I'm not sure. But yeah, great move from Newcastle. Great pass from Longstaff.
Corner's taking a short trip here to the back post. Oh, I'm not sure who it was arriving at the back post. He tried to flick it back across instead of going for goal. I'm not sure where that was the right thing to do. And that's a foul by Lascelles and a free kick to Palace. It was Longstaff. I thought he should have gone for goal there, Billy.
Yeah, he was completely unmarked, wasn't he? You know, they'd manoeuvred the space for him. God.
Just headed back towards where the goalkeeper's coming from. But he tries to play it back across goal, and to be honest, it's well defended by Mateta back there. But, he could have had a go. Anyway, Palace take the free kick.
Ooh, yeah,
again, on the left-hand side, I've got a man over here.
Referee.
Oh, wow! That's a late tackle, and I believe that's Mitchell who went in there. That's a very late tackle on Kieran Trippier. Please don't complain about getting booked, Mitchell. That was horrific.
I don't think Mitchell was. It was that blonde prick that was the look of disbelief in his face. He was getting booked for that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
His touch is too heavy. Kieran's got his foot there, and it's a bad tackle, that is.
It is. Definitely a booking.
I'd just like to see a couple of changes now, because I think we have gone a tiny bit flat from what we were in the first half.
I agree.
Brentford are 2 up against Burnley.
Oh, that's not going to go down well with the Burnley. Well, I mean, Burnley, they're probably looking at that to try and get something out of the game. As Palace are going to make a change now. And it's Mateta who is coming off.
Scooby-Doo's coming on, it looks like.
Yeah.
Is it Scooby-Doo?
Raggy?
Look at his name when he comes on. You'll be saying it again.
Raksaki. Raksaki's come on for Palace. Raggy? I'm just going to call him Raggy. I think that's an easier name to do than Raksaki, to be honest. Raggy. Anyway, Palace now coming forward again on this on their left-hand side with Ayew. Inside to Lerma. Lerma goes to Decore. Decore straight across to Joel Ward, trying to switch the flanks. And here is Scooby-Doo himself, and he's back to Joel Ward. Anderson took a little bit of a heavy touch there, which meant he had no chance of getting it back to Guay, so he had to go back to Johnston in goal. Johnston hits it long, looking for the run through the middle, and he's found it. Nick Pope's come miles out. He's got a head on it, but not a convincing one. And, well, they've tried to beat Nick Pope, and he's back in goal. I agree, Billy. We've just gone a little bit fuzzy here, haven't we?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's just a little bit flat. Bit complacency, maybe. But I just think we need a bit more impetus. Because I don't think it's, it's one player. It's just a general kind of, I don't know what it even is. Is it complacency? It must be, I guess.
Well, a little bit, but I don't think Eddie will allow that to happen. I think maybe we've just got Dortmund in mind, and the players are very aware of Dortmund, and they don't want to miss the Champions League.
And we still look really dangerous, which is,
Oh, every time we go forward, yeah, definitely.
It's more defending, isn't it? Players aren't tracking back as such. We've seen twice Murphy not tracking back now and leaving Trippier on his own with 2. it's just maybe time for a
Interesting
change
now, though, Billy. We look like we've decided to keep our foot on the ball for a little bit here. Just little one-touch passes now, just to get a bit of possession back, take the sting out of it. Here's Murphy on the right, back to Kieran Trippier. Trippier in a bit of space. We'll knock it back to Jamal Lascelles. Lascelles takes a touch inside to Bruno. Bruno then back to Fabian Schär. Newcastle, like I say, have had possession for quite a while now, but all in their own half, but they're just taking the sting out of it. Palace with a couple of dodgy attacks there. They could have threatened us, but here's Joe Linton. Bit of a heavy touch again there, Billy. He's lost the ball.
He's getting frustrated as well. He kind of slung his head back in frustration there when he lost it.
I think the obvious change is obviously to bring Joe off, but it's whether he brings Tonali on or whether he brings Elliott on. But I've never seen Anderson warming up, although the camera has gone to Tonali when he was warming up for obvious reasons. And there's tracking back again from Anthony Gordon, just full of energy. Wins the ball back for Newcastle United. Byrne gets it back to Fabian Schär, who again, calm as you like on the ball and knocks it across to Kieran Trippier. Completely fooled the Palace player there. And now it's with Lascelles. Again, Newcastle, good possession. Bruno out to Fabian Schär. Schär just brings it forward, then hits a left foot pass. His worst of the match, intercepted by Ayew. Trippier says he put his thumbs up there because obviously Trippier didn't really see Ayew behind him there. I think that was the thing. He's Lerma for Palace. Inside to Doucouré. Doucouré turns back to Anderson in goal. In goal? In defence, I should say. He is Lerma. Out wide now to Ayew, who's certainly seen a lot more of the ball than he did in the first half, Billy.
Good.
But yeah, I think they're expecting too much. Yeah. As if he's going to be an absolute sort of world beater and a game changer here. But it's
I think he thinks he is, though. I think he thinks he is, though. That's all.
Yeah, I agree. Long ball from Sam Johnston. Look at the leap from Dan Byrne winning that header. Still no sign of a change for Newcastle.
I think we need a change or two now. I think it's got a little bit flat, a little bit less energy in the side now. Palace, if they get the next goal, we'll have a bit of squeaky bum. We need to tighten up a little bit, I think.
Yeah. Certainly there's no sign on the Newcastle bench at the moment that there's going to be any change imminent, but can't see on the back row there whether anybody's getting ready to come on. Here's Longstaff. Murphy, nice 1-2, but a little bit overhit. Just looking a little bit leggy.
There you
all
go.
Of a sudden.
Yeah. That's a handball there that they got away with. Good tackle, Bruno.
Bruno again. And then he just stays calm. Little few step overs. Bruno putting on a clinic again today, Billy.
He's been superb, hasn't he?
And now Trippier uses Nick Pope. Pope has got Dan Byrne out to the left-hand side. And Byrne can't control it. And it was a bit behind him, actually, Billy.
Yeah, but he should still have stopped it. This is kind of the gent we're making changes now.
All right, Isak's coming on. Now, this is going to be interesting to see who he brings off here. I don't think this is the substitute we were expecting.
I think it's going to be Wilson to try and get more of a press on.
Yeah. And now a break forward now with Bruno. Bruno in plenty of space. Wilson making a run forward, as is Anthony Gordon. Well cut out by Anderson, though. Just suddenly not finding those passes at the minute, but we're 3-0 up. There's certainly no urgent problem, although we might have one on the left-hand side here. Again, Mitchell breaking down the left, tried to get a ball in first time to Edouard. Cross comes in looking for Scooby-Doo on the far side. He brings it down. Raggy Saki plays it back to, took a deflection from Doucouré, and Pope makes his first real save of the game. I mean, pretty simple one, Billy, but again, Palace finding a bit of space.
And once again, Jacob Murphy not tracking back and helping his fullback out, which is a up.
Oh, we got a chance at the other end with Wilson. It's 4-0 to Newcastle. I don't even know how that happened, guys, because they were showing a replay, and then suddenly the camera pans back to Wilson, who I think is going to be coming off. And it is 4-0 to Newcastle. Shave my face with a rusty razor. 4-0 to the Toon.
Come back.
So excited. I thought it was the end of the show. Billy, here we are. It's Trippier on the ball. Down the line to, I believe that's Murphy. What a ball from Murphy, by the way.
From Murphy, and what a finish from Wilson as well. That's a FIFA finesse. Bent around the keeper.
FIFA finesse.
That weekly goal for Callum Wilson. Thank you very much. See you later.
What a ball again from Murphy, Billy. He's put some crackers in the day. And a brilliant finish from Wilson. Just took his time and just bent it round Sam Johnson. Didn't have a chance to the goalkeeper. Brilliant move from Newcastle. Came out of absolutely nowhere there, because when the cameras finished the replay, Wilson was in the box on his own.
Very much like the pass that he played in the pre-season game, wasn't it, to Elliot Anderson?
Yes, yes.
Bent
Very,
around
very
the defender.
similar.
But what a calm finish that is. I mean, once he's one-on-one with the keeper, 9 times out of 10, Callum Wilson scores. And once again, he does there. And signals to the Leeds' end.
Indeed. There's that famous... Isak's now on the pitch, I believe. We haven't had confirmation of that, but that looked like Isak. Might not be. He might have told Isak to sit down. Callum's... and that's again overhit pass and runs out for a goal kick to Newcastle. No threat at all. Are you grimacing a little bit? Probably grimacing at the fact that he's absolutely useless. 3 changes for Newcastle here. Livramento.
4 changes.
Yeah. Tonali's coming on as well. Yeah. 4 changes for Newcastle. Isak, Almiron, Tonali, and Livramento.
Yeah. Incidentally, a good goal for Wrexham today. Paul Mullen has scored since the injury he had earlier.
It was horrific, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, he's back today and he scored.
Annoy, thank you for another £5. Neat treats for me this week. 4 goals, 4 scorers again. 4 different goal scorers again. It's incredible, isn't it? So 68 minutes gone. And, if this is to be a swan song for Tonali for quite some time, he's playing in the right game. As Kieran Trippier's come off.
But if this finishes 4-4, questions will be asked.
Well, if this finishes 4-4, Billy, I'll drive to St James's Park. Bruno's coming off as well. So Joe Linton's staying on, Billy, and that's interesting.
Yeah, and Tonali's going to step into the 6, isn't he?
Yeah, he's definitely got Dortmund in mind here, hasn't he?
Without a doubt. Yeah. Brilliant performance from Bruno. Those 68 minutes of absolute class from the little man.
He's been sensational.
He really has.
So here comes Tonali, and I would expect him to get a raucous reception.
If he scores a hat-trick of own goals and gives a penalty away, the questions will be asked.
Well, he's getting a standing ovation, Billy Tonali.
He certainly is. And quite what you say, he's one of ours. And Anthony Gordon.
Anthony Gordon, again, Dortmund in mind. Why not bring on Miggy?
Wonder who's going to go to the left. Probably Murphy, wouldn't it?
I would have thought so. And off comes Callum Wilson, who, of course, has just bagged his goal. He's had a very good game, Billy. Holding the ball up really well. Excellent combining with both wingers. And he's having a good smile and laugh with Isak there as they come on. That's really lovely to see as well, isn't it? They're fighting for the same position, but my God, look at the way they're joking on there as Isak replaces him. Brilliant to see.
They're competing for the goals per game kind of championship, are they? And Isak will want to come on and carry on his kind of run as well. So
yeah, absolutely.
Healthy competition.
Yeah. And Will Hughes comes off for Palace and has been replaced by, I have no idea who that is.
It looks like a young Nathaniel Klein, but I don't think, is it Franca? It might be Franca.
It could be Franca, actually.
He's a very young man, whoever he is. Yeah,
I think it's Franca, Billy. There's no confirmation on the feed we've got, but we will wait and see. But anyway, players back underway. Newcastle United leading by 4-0. 20 minutes still to go in the game, by the way. So there's still plenty of time for more goals as Isak gets the ball. Brilliant touch out to the left-hand side now. Murphy's gone to the left and took that brilliantly. He just knocks it onto Joe Linton, pulls it back. It's Tonali. No, that's Miggy. Dan Byrne now. Byrne says, hey, Byrne with a Brazilian back heel. And then the Brazilian Joe Linton gets it to Tonali. He leaves it for Fabian Schär. Rod B, thank you for your $4.99. He says, joined late, but top job again, lads. Cheers. Thank you very much, Rod. Much appreciated. Please do hit that subscribe button if you're new, guys. We want to try and get 100 subscribers today, and we're not far away. So if you are new and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, which will let you know when we do. That's a late tackle.
And that's, I think he's been booked already.
Was that IU?
Mateta.
Mateta's gone off. Can't be.
Oh, it can't be him then.
It was IU.
Yeah, I think it was IU.
Yeah.
Tosser.
By the way, guys, Billy doesn't like IU. You might have picked that up throughout the stream.
But referees didn't book him. Just let him get away with it.
Yeah, indeed.
Absolute joker.
Anyway, Lascelles is going to take the free kick. No, he's not. He's leaving it for Longstaff, who's jogged all the way back to take the free kick, who then, in turn, knocks it all the way back to Lascelles. Now Miggy on the ball. Livramento, he made a good run there. and Miggy just didn't use him. I'm looking forward to seeing Livramento for a good 20 minutes, Billy.
Yeah, he's here he is now.
Yeah, what a ball that is out to the right-hand side. Livramento takes a touch, knocks it down to Miggy. He's got Livramento in support. Miggy goes for a run up the byline and then all the way back to Lascelles, who brings it for that. That's where he's not as good as take a heavy touch. But we've got the ball back, and it's now with Dan Burn. Burn again inside to Joe Linton, back to Dan Burn, to Murphy. I played a little dummy there. Brilliant stuff that by Murphy, and we win the throw in.
Oh, foul throw. He's going to get done for it as well.
What? Dan Burns, I mean, his face says it all. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. Oh, he will get the piss ripped out of him next week in training. There's no doubt about it.
The worst thrower you will ever see.
It was dreadful. He just lost his concentration for a second there, didn't he? Oh, that is brilliant. And he knew straight away. Did you see his body language there?
I think he was trying to pass it to someone else to take.
He just put his head down, thought, did that actually just happen?
Instantly.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Forest 2, Luton 0, Chris Wood with a second.
Jesus.
Man City 2, Brighton 1, Ansu Fati, my brother, has scored for Brighton.
My brother. Jesus Christ. Anyway, it's a corner to Palace. France went down the wing there and a good block again, this time by Livramento, and it's a corner to Crystal Palace. I think now, Billy, it's all about a clean sheet at the other end, isn't it? Because we know what the goalkeeper and defenders want. They want that clean sheet.
Yes, 100%, you know. Nick Pope will be one more than anything to get his confidence up.
Oh, flicked on, and a good header away by Longstaff. Comes to the end of the box. Doucouré hits a shot. There's a big scramble, and it's blasted over the bar from 6 yards out. And well, that is god awful, I have to say.
I think that sums up Mark Gahey's day, doesn't it?
It certainly does. I'm doing him a disrespect saying 12 yards. Sorry, 6 yards. It was more like on the no, actually, not far.
Oh, dear me.
Probably about 8 yards out, and he's trying to go for the top corner and scoops it way over the bar. Dan Burn has it now for Newcastle. Back to Fabian Schär. Goes on his left foot this time. Drops one in for Joe Linton. Lovely little flick onto Isak. Oh, Isak. Brilliant skill from Isak, and it set Miggy away. He's running away like a seagull at 100 miles an hour, and it's a brilliant save.
Yeah.
Good goalkeeping.
Should have done better there. When he's not spinning and bending it.
He just looks like when I take the dog to the beach and he chases the pigeons. It's brilliant, man. Oh, he should have actually finished that off, to be fair.
He should have scored. Yeah, he should have. Doesn't look as comfortable coming in from the left-hand side, does he, with the ball on his left foot?
No, but look at Isak here, Billy. I mean, that's just... Jesus wept. And then, as I say, there goes the pigeon. And, well, it was a simple save in the end. He tried to put it wide of him.
His head back.
Yeah, but great pace again. Great move from Newcastle. And it could have been 5. Still 15 minutes of the game to go. We could get a 5th. I mean, Isak looks really hungry there. Brilliant bit of skill, and Miggy was away.
Yeah, the 2 times Isak took the ball have been 2 lovely, beautiful little touches to get him away from defenders.
Absolutely. Yeah. And Miggy was away like he was being chased by Jack Russell. Incredible.
Mitchell did well to get with him, to be fair.
Absolutely. Here's Guay now. Good press again from Newcastle United. Lofted forward. Lascelles does well again, and then in comes Joe Linton to win the ball back. It'll do him the world of good getting it. Eddie's obviously wanting to keep him on for 90 minutes, Billy, which I think is very, very important.
Yeah, minutes in his legs. He'll be stronger next time, won't he? So, despite his touch not being quite there today, his energy's been good. That's a foul, ref. How's that not a foul?
Well, the referee, Billy, is shit. He is shit.
I just don't know why he didn't get that as a foul. We'll see it again here. That's a foul. Am I blind, or was that a foul?
Well, it's one of those things, Billy Bob, unfortunately. My stream's gone off, by the way.
I'll carry on then. Fabian Schär has it. Corner of his penalty area. Crisp ball through the middle where he finds Miggy, who's come inside. Centre circle, running at the defenders. Plays the ball forward for Murphy. He's also come inside. Back to Alma, one little 1-2. Tried to feed it out wide for Livramento. It overlapped, but he was cut out by Mitchell.
What time are you on, Billy?
76-43.
Yeah, I'm level with you again. Palace have it again in the middle of the park and play it out wide now to Joel Ward. Gives it to Scooby-Doo, Saki Raki, or whatever, Raki Saki, or whatever. See, I tell you, it's better known as Raggy. Now, yeah, Lerma for Palace. 13 minutes to go of normal time. Newcastle 4-0 up at St James's Park. It's been a walk in the park, literally, for them so far. Ayew goes down looking for a penalty. Get up. Yeah. No way on earth was that either. I mean, that's just sums Jordan Ayew up. Really does. Anyway, here's Joel Ward for Palace. Plays it out wide now to Shaggy or Scooby or whatever you want to call him. But Dan Burn makes the challenge and wins the ball. And then clears it into touch for a throw into Crystal Palace. Is that another good game, Dan Burn, today, Billy?
Yeah, very solid, hasn't he? Apart from one little bit where he miscontrolled the ball, but apart from that, going forward and defensively, he's been very good again.
I mean, this is basically Newcastle just seeing the game out now, to be honest. I mean, I think that's why Eddie Howe's made the 4 changes. It's something he very rarely does, of course, is more 4 changes at once, but he's definitely got Dortmund in mind, Billy.
Without a doubt, yeah, without a doubt. All the important players really have come off. Isak's come on to get a couple of minutes in his legs. Yeah, it's a fantastic exercise. And the fairy tale ending would be a Sandro Tonali goal, wouldn't it? Just
well,
to
it
finish
would.
it off.
Whether that will happen or not, time will tell over the next 12 minutes, plus, of course, any additional time that the referee does add on. But Newcastle very, very comfortable 4-0 at the minute. But that's a bit slack from Murphy there.
Murphy.
Good play by Longstaff to come back and win the ball. Lovely little chip forward. But Isak can't beat Guay to the ball. Joel Ward. Doucouré now for Palace. Nice little ball inside. Played out left by França. It's an awful ball. And it goes out for a throw into Newcastle United.
Does I want to throw in? You're joking.
Well, he picked the ball up as if he thought it was going to be a Palace throw in there. I thought, are you actually watching the game, Mr. Ayew? Because that was your own player's awful pass. Of course, França was very, very heavily linked to Newcastle, Billy. He did a few transfer shows on him.
That's a great throw.
Referee. Again, leaving a foot in there. Look, he's looking at Tonali. He knows he was brought down.
He's seen it and let it go.
Jesus Christ. Great tackle that by Joe Linton. And now brought away again by Cher. Cher inside to Murphy. Murphy can't quite get the ball under control. And then he's cynically brought down by Doucouré.
I think these are the dirtiest side in the Premier League, you know.
And we now are going to see Elliot Anderson. Joe Linton is going to be coming off for Elliot Anderson for the last 10 minutes of the game.
Luton have pulled one back at the City Ground. The goal scorer is Chidozie Ogbini.
I thought you were going to say Chris Wood on goal there. That would have topped it off. But great to see the big man back. Not the greatest performance in the world we've seen from Joe Linton. But listen, it's all about getting minutes in for him and getting ready for the Champions League, because he'll be a big player for us on Wednesday night. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, I think it's beneficial to him with the minutes in his legs. We'll see the good of this game probably in future games, Wednesday and next Saturday.
Yeah. Very rare that we make all 5 substitutions sort of, with still 10 minutes to go in the game.
Well, it's good that you can trust 5 players to come on, because last season you couldn't do that.
No, definitely not. Anyway, Cher plays the ball forward looking for Miggy. It's headed away by Guay, but comes to Tino Livramento. Livramento into Miggy. Bit of a heavy touch that by Almiron there. A nice bit of play by Lerma. And my stream, got it back again. I had the spinning wheel of doom for about a second there, but I've got it back, Billy. Do you want to take over the commentary again?
Yeah, it's with Livramento deep in his own half. Just plays it inside for Longstaff. Run made by, I don't know who it is. It's Ali Anderson, but it's with Murphy at the minute. Little back flick into Anderson. And Anderson comes back a little bit and goes back to Tonali. Tonali, little back flick away from the defender. Possession ball at the minute for Newcastle United. Jamal Lascelles has it in his own half. He goes wide to Livramento. Back to Jamal Lascelles, keeping the ball. No real pressure coming in from the Palace attack. Tonali wide to Livramento. Livramento faces his own goal, goes back to Jamal Lascelles again. He can go square to Fabian Cher here, and he does. Fabian Cher's got lots of space to move into. And here he goes. Into Isak, who's come very deep to receive the ball. Isak has it now. Goes past one, little ball wide there for Anderson. Anderson cuts inside Ward and plays it back for Fabian Cher. Newcastle United have held up to the ball for a good while here. Dan Burn has it at the moment, back to Cher. And there's no pressure from Palace now. They've seemed to have resigned to their fate now. Tonali has it. Tonali approaching the Palace half goes wide to Jacob Murphy. That's Alex Isak, in fact. Back to Burn and then back to Cher. Cher loses the ball there.
Just seeing the game out now. I think Palace have given up, haven't they, Billy?
I think so. They're resigned to the fact now. Could be a very long 10 minutes or so. Unless we get another one, of course.
Well, yeah.
I think we're happy with what we've got, and I think they can't be asked now, basically.
Well, I think the fourth goal killed it off. I mean, at 3-0, they were still making an effort, weren't they? But now it just seems like, time has run out for them. And, the fourth goal went in and the heads just dropped completely. Not sure.
Are you back with us?
No.
Palace have the ball. Centre of the Newcastle half. Wide it's gone there to Tyreek Mitchell. Forward it goes to Ayew. Ayew comes backwards. We'll play it to Gahey. No, in fact, it goes inside to the 28. Is it Doucouré? Ball inside's a good one. Edouard picks it up, but he's fouled there by Sean Longstaff. 25 yards from goal. Dangerous free kick this for Palace. Direct free kick, 25 yards from goal, slightly left of centre. And I don't know who takes their free kicks. Obviously, if Eze was playing, this would be one in his wheelhouse. But it looks like Edouard's over it. Franca's there. Franca.
Franca? I think it's Franca, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got Cedillo on the seat, so I think it is Franca. Wolves are 2-1 up at Bournemouth now. Kaladzic. Franca's there. Edouard's there. There's about 4 or 5 around the ball. Anderson's there for a tap. Ayew's obviously there because he can bend it around 16 walls. Lerma's there. Flipping heck, we're all there.
They're all just wanting to try and get a goal back, Billy.
Pope standing pretty central to his goal, about a yard off. For 4-man wall for Newcastle. No draft excluded behind. I think it's going to be Edouard. Edouard curves it. A great save, Pope. Terrific. Flung himself to his right. Powered over the bar. Absolutely superb save. Good free kick from Edouard. Will be a corner to Palace 84 on the clock. It was bending in the top corner. Not quite in the top corner, but Pope did brilliantly to get across. That's a great save.
Oh, at least he's had a save to make, Billy. That's the thing.
Corner's been taken. Cross goes in. Nearly got to ward at the front post. Cleared from... finally cleared away there from Elliot Anderson. And he's going to try and get the second ball. Doesn't do so. And it's with... Who's this on this near side? Can't quite see who it is. Might be Edouard. No, it's Lerma. Right on the byline with Cher at his back. Cher gets a tackle in. Will be a... I'm not sure if it's a throw-in or a corner. Mixture of Cher and Anderson managed to get the ball away and out. I think it's a corner, but it might be a throw-in. It's very deep in the half if it is a throw-in. 85, it is a corner. Francis come across to take it. Outswinger with his right foot.
They'll definitely want to hang on for a clean sheet here. They won't want to concede a goal. Absolutely.
Here he comes in the box now. Pope comes for it, flaps at it, gets a little bit of a hand to it, but it's back again. Cross comes in, headed away from Tonali. No one up front for Newcastle to take the ball, so Palace play it all the way back to Mitchell.
I'm back on now, Billy.
Right, okay.
I'm at 85-08.
Yeah, we're exactly the same.
Brilliant. Here's Isak. Could have got the ball to Murphy there. It was a bit of a weak touch by Isak there, whereas Murphy was away. And Palace coming back at us again here with Raki Sagi. Joel Ward now to the right-hand side of the penalty area, plays it in. Raki Sagi again. Joel Ward is going to whip this one across. It's a very, very deep ball in, and Livramento doesn't take any chances, clears it for a corner to Palace. Didn't seem to get a shout there, Billy.
No shout whatsoever, was there? He did the safety first. Probably good thing he did because there was a player behind him. Or however, he was about 10 yards away, wasn't he?
Indeed. But we want to hold out here. We don't want to concede because I think that'll just take a little bit of the flare off the result. We don't deserve to concede, really. We've been in control of this match from literally the start.
It has gone very flat, I've got to say.
Yeah.
Since we scored the fourth.
Well, you kind of expect it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Making 5 changes and getting ready for the Champions League as Ayew was causing bother again in the penalty area, which won't amuse you, Billy. Having a bit of an argument with Tonali.
Probably told the referee on Tonali about something. Probably said he had a bet on something.
Yeah.
That's how much of a tosser he is.
Probably. Anyway, here's the corner.
Yeah, Burnley.
Wow. Franca whips it in again, and it's headed on and wide, way wide of the post. And it's a goal kick to Newcastle, which I'm sure Nick Pope will be in no rush to take. Joel Ward looks absolutely shattered, by the way. There could have been. It was a decent little sort of flick by Joel Ward then. Just needed finishing off. And Palace are going to make another change.
I mean, why?
Who?
I mean, what's the point?
Well, 3 minutes of normal time. Lerma comes off, and he is being replaced by Ozo. So Ozo on the pitch now, and 3 minutes, and then we'll find out how much we go on. It's Fabian Schär. And finds Tonali. Back to Fabian Schär. Newcastle just want to keep possession now, see the game out. But Schär says, well, hang on a minute, I'm going to belt one across right to Tino.
Oh,
should have done better there, Tino Livramento. Took his eye off
yeah.
the ball for a second, but he's straight back in and biting at Ayu's feet and does well to win the ball. I'm going to throw it for Newcastle.
And
Ayew
gone
goes
down.
down, holding his foot. Mammy.
Get up, you
you
stroker.
tart. 33 more likes, guys, and we hit 1,000 likes on the stream, which will be sensational. Please do just take 2 seconds out now and hit the thumbs up button for us if you have enjoyed the show. Very important that we keep getting the likes on the channel. It puts us up in the search results so that fellow fans like yourself can find the channel. So please do hit that like button, and let's see if we can get up to 1,000 likes. Please keep subscribing to the channel as well. If you're new and you like what you see, lots of shows on here, live shows nearly every day, every week, recorded daily news videos regarding the football club. So plenty of stuff on here on the Toon Review. So thank you for your support. Here is Tonali. Goes back to Dan Burn. Burn uses Fabian Schär. Schär under a bit of pressure. Not the greatest ball, but Elliot Anderson did superbly well to get the ball across to Lascelles. And now breaking forward is Miggy Almiron. Almiron outside to Tino Livramento. Livramento back to Miggy. To Tonali.
I mean, it's like Mickey usually hooks that flank, doesn't he? And he's not, has he, in this game?
No, it seems to be Longstaff there more than Miggy, to be honest. Strange. Here's Lascelles as we got 1 minute to go of normal time. Newcastle basically game management here, seeing the game out. Longstaff, Edouard biting at his feet. How is he? I don't think he's been booked today, Edouard, has he?
I don't think he has, no.
I know he did when he clashed with Trippier, didn't he? He clashed with Trippier.
Yeah, Luton have equalised at the City Ground.
Have they?
Elijah Adebayo in the 92nd minute.
Wow. Interesting.
Oh,
mistake by Ozo, and he almost cost him. Miggy and Isak breathing down Sam Johnson's neck, but Johnson was very, 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 very quick as a late tackle on Elliot Anderson there. The referee allows play to go on again. Ozo was a bit of a bozo there. I just had to say it, Billy. You know, we were all wanting to say it, weren't we? So I'll get that out of the way right now.
The Ozo laid him out, didn't he?
Yeah. Longstaff chasing back. But good play by França. Sets up Raki Saki now, running at the defence. Takes on Fabian Schär. Gets round him. And a good save by Nick Pope. Stayed big. And the ball just hit him. But look how calm Fabian Schär brings the ball out, man. It's just incredible. He's off on another run.
He's there again.
Sack now.
He's got to run forward again, but it's not going to come this time.
4 minutes of additional time, says the referee. 4 minutes to go of the game. Chris says, first time tuning in. I can't believe that's the case. Top commentary. Great show and conversation. We'll be back again. Thank you very much, Chris. Welcome to the channel, my friend. And yeah, lots of live shows nearly every week, every day of the week. And of course, commentaries, recorded shows of any daily news as well. So you get it all here on the Toon Review. Thank you so much for all your support today, guys. Keep subscribing if you are new. Keep hitting that like button as well, guys. Thank you. The ball with Lascelles now. Newcastle just knocking it around the back four, wasting minutes away here.
This is done, isn't it?
I mean, overall, Billy, you know, yes, it's gone a bit flat still. The last 10, 50. Well, what's the referee going for here? Oh, for God's sake. Edwards sitting on his backside in the penalty area.
Edwards scissor pants.
Yeah. But Nick Pope, he stayed big for that save, Billy, because
he's in okay.
Yeah. It was a good move by Raki Saki. He took Fabian Schär on. He hits it towards goal. But again, you know, Nick Pope makes them saves, doesn't he? He doesn't necessarily use his hands all the time. He got his leg to that and what looked like his upper thigh and just played away.
He'll want a clean sheet now for definite, you know. It's been a while, I guess.
Oh, absolutely.
Since the Burnley game, so 2 games. Ain't been that long, really, but Yeah, clean sheet is essential now. I mean, Roy doesn't look like a disappointing man. Does he?
No. Probably thinking what his wife's making him for Sunday dinner tomorrow. How many turnips he has.
Be a woast. I guarantee it.
Bit of worst. King Hoddle says Palace have had 16 shots. How?
I don't remember that many.
No. Nick Pope's literally had one save to make in this half.
Two saves, I think. One from the
Two
free
saves,
kick.
yeah. Yes. Yeah. So I don't know where 16 have come from, but obviously that's not shots on target, is it? That's attempted goals. So it could be the ones that have been sort of into the night sky of Newcastle.
I think they've had two on target, haven't they?
Yeah. And the referee, what's he waiting for now?
For Edouard to get off the pitch, I imagine.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, Fabian Schär has the ball. And we're not going to give Palace the ball back. Thank you very much. We had the ball when he blew the whistle. Here's Tonali for Newcastle United, who have been in control most of this game. They've been in complete control. Yes, it's died off the last 15 minutes or so because of all the substitutions and stuff with Dortmund in mind, but it's been a fabulous performance. Wonderful ball across the field by Tonali to Almiron. He's got Livramento in support. Miggy then comes back to, sold Jamal Lascelles very short there. Woofer SFFS1, thank you very much for your £20 super chat. He says, thank you for the great commentary, Paul and Billy, and thank you to all in chat for a great afternoon. Well said. Thank you very much for that.
So that pass from Tonali, by the way, was an absolute sublime one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It really was.
Absolutely brilliant. But we'll learn his fate soon enough. Long ball again, looking for Livramento down the right. And now
someone kick him before the game finishes. Go on, kick him.
Oh dear. Anyway, Ozo goes back to Mitchell. Oh no, it's Guehi, and he plays it to Mitchell.
Give it all you. Go on, give it him. I can't stand him, honestly. You know, having intent dislike for nobody as well. Mine's all you.
I wouldn't have noticed, Billy, to be honest.
He used to be Jason
anyway,
McAtee
the 4 minutes are up, but the referee continues on, obviously, for that little bit of spell that Edouard was lying on his backside. He's checked his watch again, and there you go. The full-time whistle at St. James's Park. And literally a very, very, very good performance today. They've beaten Crystal Palace by 4-0. It's been from the very start, Billy, a match where we were definitely in control of pretty much the majority of it.
Yeah, an absolute cakewalk, wasn't it? Let's be honest. Palace came with the intention of going home with a 0-0. And as soon as we scored the first, that was over. And never looked like really scoring, let's be honest, until we were 4 up. Mm-hmm. And then it was too late for them to come back into the game. But, really, really good performance from Newcastle today. Did die off a little bit in the second half, but that's natural. Big games to come. Minutes to kind of rest and stuff, and subs were made. And it did go a little bit flat, but 4-0, terrific performance, terrific result. And lots of goals.
I think it's always going to go flat when you make that many substitutions, Billy, to be honest, and the intensity goes a little bit out of it because of the substitutions, and I think very much Dortmund in mind.
100%, yeah, not just Dortmund. There's a game next Saturday as well against Wolves, so lots of fixtures to fulfil. Then we go to Manchester United and another league game after that, so non-stop now for the next 3 or 4 weeks, isn't it? And longer than that, really. So get some minutes rest, get some rest into some of the players, get the game win early doors like we did, and then kind of cruise through the last 25 minutes, which we did. It was a cakewalk.
Certainly did. We've got another 1,000 yen from Edward Gorn. Thank you, Edward. How are the lads? Great commentary as always. Thank you very much. Of course, we're just waiting for Stato to join us for his thoughts on the result. And then, of course, Billy and Stato will be doing their instant reaction to the match on our Patreon page. So if you're not with us on Patreon and you want to donate that way to the channel, you can certainly do that. The link is down in the description. Who was your man of the match today, Billy?
Fabian Schär, I think.
Yeah. I think followed by a close second was Bruno. I thought he was outstanding again.
Yeah.
Trippier was brilliant.
Yeah.
Murphy as well. I mean, let's not forget Murphy. I mean, some of the passes he made, and of course, it played that wonderful ball for Callum to score for the 4th goal as well.
Yeah, goal and 2 assists. Would it Murphy today? Goal and 2
I think
assists?
so, yeah. Yeah. Got us off to that great start, of course. Now, whether he meant it or not, don't know. Who cares? It went in the net. And that set us on our way because it stopped Palace with that low block. They had to come out from then, Billy, to try and get back in the game.
Yeah, which they had no plan of doing, did they? I mean, basically, they were floating players around left, right, and centre, trying to create some sort of confusion. Never worked. Poor quality side, really, Crystal Palace. When they're not on it, and they weren't on it today for certain. Once we broached their defence once, they had to come out of that low block, and we were going to breach it again, time and time again, and we did. And we should have had more than 4, if truth be told. Yeah. But we can't argue with 4-0. It's a fantastic result for us. Clean sheet as well. Yeah, brilliant.
Another clean sheet. I mean, we do seem to rack up the clean sheets, but it also puts us in great stead for next Wednesday. Big game against Borussia Dortmund, and if we beat Dortmund, Billy, that takes us to 7 points in the Champions League. The confidence of this squad will just keep going up and up and up.
Yeah, 3 points against Dortmund, they would virtually certain of qualifying. I would think. We're only 2 or 3 points away from qualifying then. So
pick a couple of points up away from home, which we're perfectly capable of doing.
Yeah, I watched Dortmund last night. There were no great shakes. And that kind of intensity that we bring to the game, especially with a crowd behind us, vociferous, hostile, like it will be, like it was for Paris. Dortmund ain't going to know what's hit them, really. And, I can't see anything but a nice win for us on Wednesday also. Now,
obviously, Tonali came on, Billy, as substitute, had a good 20 minutes on the pitch.
Yeah.
Didn't really do anything outstanding apart from that one brilliant ball across to Miggy. Could be his sort of swan song. I'm devastated in a way because we really want to see Tonali on the pitch, and pick up the Premier League pace. Whether this has been hanging over his head is one of the reasons why he's looked a little bit off the pace. Who knows? But whenever we do see him again, hopefully he'll be, released of all this pressure on his shoulders and can concentrate on the football.
Yeah, I mean, he's got his chance to say goodbye. Maybe not. Maybe the ban won't come until after the Dortmund game or maybe even the Wolves game. But sooner or later, we're going to be missing him for a little while. However long that'll be, we don't know. I'm looking forward to, seeing how we would cope without him, to be honest, because we've coped without him pretty much this season, really. I mean, we coped without him today for an hour and look fantastic doing it. So, it's all about keeping people fit because the squad depth obviously isn't as big now with the potential loss of Tonali. But, we'll just take it as it comes and whatever happens will be, won't it?
Yep, indeed it will. Alex must be struggling to get back on, Billy. So if you can just contact him to do the instant reaction podcast and then I'll get that uploaded as soon as it's done. But that is it for the watch along, guys. Another fantastic result for Newcastle United. 4-0 winners over Crystal Palace. Again, Indian rubies is this, Billy?
I think so.
Rubles. 79,000, whatever that works out as. I have no idea. Surely nobody in our squad is valued below 20 million. So proud of our lads working hard and improving season to season. Hope Tonali comes back strong. Absolutely. Thanks, Revenger, for that. That is it. Thank you to everybody who has put in a super chat, gifted memberships, taken memberships on. Thank you so much to all the super chatters. Incredible in the chat today. As it normally is with you guys, you are absolute legends. Thank you so much for all the support that you give the channel. It really does mean a lot to us. And the support we get means that we can continue bringing quality broadcasts to you, making sure that we have good enough equipment to bring you the very best. Thank you, the mods. You've been awesome again today in a very busy, certainly a very, very busy game and a busy viewing figures. Over 2,000 today, which was absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. Thank you to Billy. And, the last thanks is obviously you guys out there because you support us all the time. So thank you so much. Please keep voting for us in the Football Content Awards. That link is just down in the description. And of course, if you have young family members who are interested in sort of learning animals and different things like that, Susan's got a brilliant Little Learners Hub, it's called, for kids to go and learn about life, basically. So please do go and subscribe to that if you have young family members and help her get that channel off the ground because she's working really hard on it. But thank you again for today. We will be back. We may be back tomorrow with a transfer show, so keep an eye out for that.
Review, surely.
We'll do the review show before the transfer. What am I talking about? What an idiot. So it'll either be review tomorrow or review on Monday, probably tomorrow. and then we'll do a transfer show on Monday. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Enjoy your rest of your Saturday evening, and we'll see you very soon. Take care.
How are the lads and lasses? Get in there.
Come back and check on to breathe.